All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and get us underway. I do not have a fun thing worked up because I was getting a bunch of other really fun stuff sorted. So, okay. Awesome half donut. However, I can safely say that it was a fairly intense last session as
yeah, we almost died.
Whatever. I was fine. I don't know about you.
Nice. Well, they saw, great opportunity to get some nice magical items and gave it a shot. Engaging the Sultan of Pele in battle. However, Sultan proved to be a little too strong between his own innate abilities and all of the myriad magical items he has on his person. So the party made a careful retreat and bamfed. I think most of them bamfed into the ethereal plane with their nightmares. But Thaxel's down with Oliver and maybe her horse, but the owl and Thaxel.
No, just
Bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the owl and Oliver. I did not summon Rohirrim.
Okay.
Thaxel's got the whole zoo with her.
yeah. She's.
I mean, I could call Rohirrim down. It'd just be a little too much. I don't know.
Nice. So she's running, out of the Sultan's palace. Everyone else is running in the same direction through the ethereal plane. Hoping to not engage or run into any dangers here in the ethereal plane, but bamf out a safe distance from the Sultan. And that's where we'll pick up today's episode. So I'm going to say, Thaxel, you've safely cleared the Sultan's palace, and the Sultan does not seem to be pursuing. You just hear more of the raging and smashing and such. Everyone else, you're in the ethereal plane where everything is going completely silent. There's just smoky sort of after images of some of the buildings and such here. But you can see movement and as the smoky ethereal forms of Thaxel, Oliver, and baby giant owl are just ahead of you. You've almost reached her as well, just outside the Sultan's palace. And I'll let you all pick it up there.
Well,
just kidding.
I'm muted.
So if at all, I just wanted to clarify. So okay, are my eyes open now, basically?
Yeah, I gave you I laid on hands you when we went in there, so you're up now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as soon as he pulls his hand away and she gets a second to gather her senses, I'd like to change back to Nana D.
Okay. All right, you do so.
You watch as this woman who's laying on your horse, her long black hair is kind of hanging over, and she's got this reverse birthmark. I guess it's not dark the birthmark is actually white, and it goes from her hairline all the way down and disappears, but it's on her face only, and the rest of her skin is really tan, and she's rather bustier than Nana D, but when she steps back, she's much younger, probably late 20s, mid to late 20s as far as you can tell. But as soon as my eyes open and I look up and make eye contact with you, after a moment you watch her kind of shift back to Nana D, minus the cigarette.
Oh, you're a changeling.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, fair enough.
All right. Are the rest of you on your horses staying in the ethereal plane any longer, or are you exiting?
No. As soon as I saw Thaxel, Rhea would come back to the material plane.
Turn this off. All right. Stop it, phone. There we go. Thaxel suddenly, a familiar portal opens up nearby, and the horse neighs as it comes out and kind of runs a half circle around you, stopping with Rhea atop it. And everyone else, I'm assuming, but correct me if anyone's staying in there.
I think Ari and I would probably do a little circle in the ethereal plane and see if there's anything in the ethereal plane moving this way, or see if we can see anything that might be part of the material that we can't see
Oh,
from the
okay.
other side. Just do a little.
Yeah, make a quick perception check. I'm going to say a disadvantage because...
I rolled a natural one.
Yeah. No, coast looks... I don't know, you feel
Give me my
presences
dice.
everywhere. You just don't see anything.
Give me my dice back.
It's like an omnipresence, like... Ooh. Ooh, you know what? Make a wisdom saving throw, Aga, if you would.
Oh no.
I said, oh, he got really excited about that, Aga.
Nice.
Oh no!
2 natural ones in a row.
Oh my
This
god.
one's going in the
no.
dice jail.
Oh no.
And then
Okay.
sage that shit.
Can
No.
I have my dice back, please?
Yes.
Oh,
Over.
no.
Well, your thing's actually going to depend on Rhea. Ray, can you throw a wisdom saving throw for the time you were in
Lord.
the ethereal?
Lord. Yes, I can.
Oh wait, did he get to add my charisma bonus to that?
No, I'm in the ethereal plane. We're on different planes.
Never mind. I tried.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. You said wisdom saving throw.
Please.
9, 10, 11.
Okay, and Marcon and Nana D, are you also in the ethereal, or are you riding in real life? Real life in the material plane.
I'm on Marco's mount, and I'm holding on I'm going to try to hold on to him with dear life. So wherever he's going, I'm going with him.
Wouldn't we all be in the ethereal plane?
I think so. I think you all bamped through there with the horses.
So they didn't get my charisma modifier for their saving throws?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you can add his charisma mod because he was there riding with you.
I mean, you did get a nat 1 though. So I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
Will
still
it
add it
check
though,
me
but
out?
it's probably not
Yeah.
good.
it's only plus 3. So I don't
Oh.
have that much. Yeah.
So 14.
I mean, if it's being granted to all of us, I'm actually pretty good at wisdom saving throws. You said plus 3?
Yeah, that's my
I
charisma
mean,
modifier.
it's a 10.
Okay. Nana D, can you also roll a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, don't forget to add that plus 3. I'll probably have to roll 1 too.
Yeah, please.
Oh, okay.
14
Oh,
with the
okay.
plus 3.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I rolled 19. Okay.
Woo!
So that, with my wisdom saving throw right there, that is 7. Oh, that's 27.
Damn.
So I think
Okay.
I'm good.
Your mind is an iron trap, a steel trap. Nice.
So long as long as whatever's happening isn't affected by my thingy.
No, actually, so as far as Rhea and Aga go, of course, Aga, you're trying to perceive something, but you feel this swift approach of some just ubiquitous presence. Rhea, you feel the same. Make a perception check, if you would, Rhea, as you're you feel the same presence, and you're...
For fuck's sake.
Rolling well tonight, guys.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Well, I mean, I don't know if it matters because it's a skill check. So that's a 12.
Okay.
Row.
Yeah, so you also can't, pinpoint any particular location this presence seems to be.
We feel a
coming from.
presence approaching?
Yes, huge, all just filling this entire space that you're nearby. And Nana D, you feel, make a perception check, Nana D, if you would. Yeah, Marcon, what you got?
Okay.
Can I detect? Let me see. Can I detect like celestial fiend or undead?
Yeah,
That's
go
one of
for
my-
it. Yeah, you can.
21.
Oh, nice, Nana. Okay, cool. All right, let me pull this up so I can just check and see what this is. Let's see.
I just want to make sure it's not going to be affected by that thing. that I have?
Yeah. So let me think how this is going to work here in this plane. All right, so I'm going to factor that in, Nanity. And Rhea, I know. Wait, Rhea, do you have your ring of mind shielding, or is that something that Nobella has? Okay.
No. That she takes that off for. What? She only gave it to Thaxel for one-time use, and that was it. Like she wears that shit.
Nobella does not now.
No, she just has the cloak that I gave her.
She's got something, yeah.
Is Sam here tonight?
My motherfucking
fuck that. That's Nobella. We love Sam.
Yeah, Sam's awesome. All right, let me very quickly take a peek at this ring.
Sorry, my face is making weird images. I have coffee.
That's awesome. Was it? I missed it. It cracks me up whenever I see that. Those are the creatures to read your thoughts, determine where you're lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. Okay, yep. And creatures can telepathically communicate you only if you allow it. Alright, so that does not stop them from knowing your location.
Okay. What do I have to roll for detecting celestial field?
Is it a spell you have?
No, it's a class feature.
Okay. I am unprepared for that. I'm sorry. Roll whatever you think would be best for it, and we'll go with that.
Actually, you know what?
I think it's divine sense, so I don't think you actually roll anything. I think if it's within...
it's a pally. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are the options again?
It's like, as an action, I can detect the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
You do not sense any of those.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You do kind of get this feeling of this overwhelming presence. A form starts to shape, and the sky here in the ethereal plane is just a warbling mass of grayish, dark gray and light gray clouds that are steadily moving and flowing in and through one another. And they start to take shape. Of a head, a face starts to form, glowing, a glowing red eye, and moving tendrils on its chin.
Nana's gonna look really close at it. She's gonna try to keep her face you see her mouth hang open almost and ooh.
Nina,
is this?
Oh, good.
Is this visible only in the ethereal or in the?
In the ethereal. This is while you're still in the Tasha. Thaxel doesn't see any of that. She's just waiting with Oliver. And
did we jump back a little bit, or is Rhea out of the ethereal?
I jumped back a little bit because your role was dependent on hers, so I figured I'd. So, waving tendrils under its chin. Nanity, for you specifically, given some of your other events, while you sense this presence really well, I think, with your check there, somewhere beyond it, you are able to sense a different familiar presence. This isn't it, but it's somewhere beyond this overwhelming presence. Is the one you may be familiar with slightly.
Is that you?
This one sharply turns its head, its eye moving down. A scar forms with the light clouds down its face and over that one eye. And it leans ever forward, the clouds pushing down, starting to encompass some of the buildings in the distance as it begins to approach. For anyone, so Aga, you wouldn't be familiar with this. Rhea, you've seen. Yeah. I think you've seen this face. This is definitely Vardock.
I was about to use our little telepathic link that says, "Y'all, we need to get the fuck out of here right now.
But
get to the material plane right now." And she's just gonna bamf as soon as she can. Yeah.
And then you run out in front of Thaxel as previously.
Yes. Yeah.
Do I hear this?
As soon as I get to, oh yeah, can she hear us on the?
Different
we have to be in the same
planes?
plane.
Different
plane.
planes of existence.
As soon as I get to the material plane, I'm gonna say, Daxel, Varda, he found us. He's seen us. We gotta go.
The shit. It's been
I don't know
50
where the rest of them are.
episodes since I've heard that name. Let's go.
I know. I don't know how you keep time, but yes.
I mean, it was really like a month ago.
I know.
That's all it
Is Aga bringing Ari out? Because if she's not,
Oh, right. Ari would recognize
Rhea
us
will come
too.
right back.
Ares bringing Aga out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right.
She's like,
Okay, that's
shit,
right.
fuck, shit.
Yep.
And
yep,
she
okay.
just brings the horse out into the prime.
Okay.
Has this presence like spoken to anybody yet?
Oh, nope. Just
I don't
peering
wanna
into your
wait.
souls.
I don't want to go yet. It's people.
Seeing them flee for their lives, I'm going to follow them immediately.
Wait.
Oh,
wait,
nope,
wait.
nope, you don't got a choice. Nope, we're going. Nope.
I'm gonna try to jump on the horse.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to grab her so she doesn't do that.
All right, Marcon, make a grappling check. So it'll be an athletics for you. And
Okay.
Nana D, you can do athletics or acrobatics if you still want to escape. You're up in the air, flying, on the horse in the ethereal.
Never mind.
I rolled an 18.
I'll let him catch me. I'll just let him grab me, and my arms are gonna be like, "But people, where are you going? No, but it's people. I need people."
Oh, that's amazing. All right. Let me get this tweet out. All right, so yeah, you are able to catch her, Marcon, swing her back up on the other part of the horse, and get out of there into the prime. Also arriving with Ari and Aga and everyone around a confused Saxel as you see Rhea telling her, "Yeah, we need to go, Vardock."
What is that? What is
Yeah,
that?
who the hell is Vardock?
We
What
cannot
is that?
talk about this right now
Nope.
unless you want to stop and have Ari cast her spell I gave her.
No, let's go.
All right.
Where are we gonna go though?
Didn't you give that spell to both of us? I believe me and
I gave
Ari
it-
both traded it, but I don't.
She shared it
Yeah.
with you. Yeah.
Which was it? What was it?
What's the one that? Not sanctuary. It's the one that gives you like the little pocket space that.
Mordenkainen's private sanctum?
No. Hold on. I'm looking.
Lemon's
TBD.
tiny hut.
TBD.
I have
No.
Liam's tiny hut already.
Fortress.
No. I will find it. But I think it takes 10 minutes anyway, so we should probably keep moving.
Well, I'm gonna yell at Rhea just because distance. Where are we running? We can't. Do we just go back to our palace?
No, we gotta get
Oh.
out of the city.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, but where are we gonna go?
But-
I don't have
Wait,
time
now?
to teleport us.
People.
We're on the horses. Let's,
We can't.
Why does she?
People.
We can
Oh
go
my
wherever
god!
we want.
Can we knock her out?
Like
I would-
flailing on
That would
Marcon's
make this a
horse.
lot easier.
she's got super low health right now, doesn't she?
Someone
no,
put her
no.
to sleep real quick. So
She's
my
got
God.
super low health.
why is she
Hold on,
calling
hold on.
yeah. Put her to
Papa?
sleep. Put her to sleep.
DM, what I have to do to knock her out real humanely.
you
I will
could-
knock her out very humanely.
I will literally cast sleep on her.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
do that. That's
First
way
level.
better.
Hold on. Oh, as
That's way
he
better.
You see Marcon raise the hilt of his sword.
Yeah, I was about
And Aga's
to.
like, wait.
hold on just a second.
What you got, Nana D?
So when you try to cast sleep on me, Nana's gonna look at you and give you the stink eye, but it doesn't take any kind of effect on her.
Oh,
And
okay.
force her asleep.
Well, you know what time it is. Time to raise it.
You can do an attack roll.
What can I do not to like hurt her real bad? I don't want to hurt her.
You
I just
can-
want her-
Can I?
If you can do
charm?
10 points of damage, you can say it's non-lethal and just like, I mean,
Okay.
it won't be
How-
A
pretty.
charm person?
If you don't you dare I see you with that sword out, you don't hit on Nana.
Mama D,
What's the
Mama D, are
Yeah.
you gonna calm down? Are you gonna calm down? If you're not gonna calm down, you need to go night night. We have to go.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with me calling out for people, but I'll be quiet.
Are you gonna move with us? That's just it's a yes or no
Yes,
question.
I'm riding with you,
Oh,
and you holding
okay,
me. I just wanted
okay.
to
Let me put my
can't
sword
reach
away for
out for
now.
my people. I can't reach out for people. What's wrong with you people? Ain't nobody doing nothing to you, goddammit. Give me my goddamn cigarette. What's wrong with you? And I search around for a cigarette, put it in her mouth, and light it up.
No.
And Daxel's gonna turn Oliver around. I'm assuming they're behind a little bit. She's just gonna turn Oliver to where she is like locked, dead set on Nana D. And that's the other character. Anyways, and with the most serious face, serious tone you've ever seen her, Nana, she's gonna, in a nice as she can way, shut the fuck up, let's go, and I will explain everything.
You goddamn right, you will. And she'll take a big puff of her cigarette and just wrap her arms around Marcon's neck. Now ride.
That's fine.
All right,
I think she needs more drugs, guys.
Okay,
And
I
then-
was gonna say, all right, Daddy D. Now I'd hate to put you to sleep. Now I really would.
Don't you hit me, young man? Don't you hit me?
I won't have to if you come quietly. I'll hate to do it to you.
Yes, and I'd hate to hurt you too, but let's not get off on the wrong foot now. Let's not get off on the wrong foot.
All right, we good. Let's go.
I'll make a special batter muffin and I shall bat him on the cheek.
I'm gonna open up this other. I've got a new Vossarel map that reflects the Shadow Plague, or the Necrotic
Oh my
Plague.
god, it's got a name?
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's not. It's just a gray square. I don't know why it's not sharing. So I'm just gonna open up this so you have an idea of where you are and where I think you may head. So you were, in Pele. If you're leaving westwardly or southwestwardly, that's sort of the direction you would go in to get down to Dragonmaw at the south, where the phylactery is.
Should we make a pit stop at Stonehearth and see if they're similarly affected? And if they aren't, should we warn them?
Let me think. You can see that. Oh, geez. Yeah, it's up to you. As far as you can see from here, I mean, realistically, with vision, it spreads to the south towards Stonehearth. So you're certainly welcome to go by that way and see if.
I mean, we've got flying mounts and we've got to go somewhere. We got to go south anyway.
Yeah, but what am I gonna do? How far away is
Daxel,
Ikram?
is Daxel close by? Like, can I I can whisper in just her head, right?
Yep.
We're on the same plane? Okay.
Yeah.
She will whisper into your head. I'm worried about Ari. We can try and drop her off at home where she might be safe away from us.
Back in Ikram?
Or Stonehearth. Her family will protect him just as well as mine will.
Do you think, though, or hear me out. We go to Ikram, we regroup, restock on supplies. I can drop Oliver off to keep the compound safe, and then Ari can be safe there.
As long as you're okay with adding a day to our travel. I mean, I would much prefer to go into this smartly, but as long as you're okay with adding a day to our,
This is a private conversation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we'll have to wait for you to bamf us, right?
I can't do anything.
You know me. I would much rather be smart and safe and methodical about this. So that's actually makes a lot of sense. But
I just don't know. Like, am I gonna? I can't fly. I can't leave Oliver out here by himself.
so
And
we're
he's
decided. I guess we can tell the others what we're doing.
I can always Leomund's tiny hut us.
Yeah.
We can spend the night and then go
I
find
figured.
a tree.
Let's put it to a vote. I guess. I just don't. I'm not gonna leave Oliver behind.
All right. Well, I'll be with you then. So you have my vote.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. we were just thinking that perhaps we should go back to Ikram, drop off the animals, regroup, resupply, head out the next day. But it would just add a day to our travel. Aga, you'd be able to protect us for the night, right?
How many of us are there? If there's you, me, Thaxel.
8 with the animals.
I think I can fit 9 medium creatures in the thing.
So is Oliver a medium or
Oliver's
large?
just a large, I believe.
Oh no!
We can protect the kitty. I'll stay out of the thingy and I'll take care of myself so y'all don't have to punch me with no swords, and then the kitty can be safe.
Hey, nothing happens. It's all
We
right.
can take turns with the kitty.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Nana will keep watch all night.
I'm gonna say telepathically to Rhea, I'm totally fine with the one I don't know being outside the hut.
Right. I was more worried about waking up to a stone Nana D that we have to travel home with. But yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to keep the kitty in the hut with you, Nana will stay outside and keep watch. Nana is fine. I don't need to take no resting places because I got this.
I'd rather sleep outside, personally.
You want me to sleep outside?
I'm talking about the basilisk.
Well, I mean,
It's
yeah.
a kitty. How do you not know what a kitty is? It's all pretty.
That's a kitty? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It scurries by with its
I'm
8
so
legs.
Sorry,
and-
pardon me.
My bad, Nana D. That's clearly a kitty. My bad.
Yeah, it's not a sticker basque. It's a kitty. Just don't look at it. It has fears of being seen.
All right, so you get the hut set up, and everyone has their order for where they're going to sleep and everything. Is it just in fact going to be you, Nana D, keeping an eye out for the night?
If they let, well, if y'all want, Nana will keep watch. Nana's got keen eyes. I got my glasses. She'll adjust her glasses, and I'll keep watch. I'll keep watch. Y'all get some good rest. It's been an interesting day, and Nana just needs some space.
Fair enough.
I will talk to Oliver. I can't talk to him like an animal, right?
Correct.
he's like
not. Yeah, he's a monstrosity.
That's right. So I'm gonna go up to Oliver, kind of like on the side, because he still has his blinders on, but I'm gonna like put my hand on him and kind of tell him what's going on, because kind of like how I do to my dogs. Okay, so Nana D is gonna be watching you, and I need you to keep an eye on her, but don't make eye contact with her. It's my only rule. Don't turn her into stone. She's with us. Be nice, and I'm gonna tell her to be nice to you. You hear? You just cut.
Kind of settles down on the ground for a bit before seeing a rabbit and starts running after that.
God. That's fine. Go eat. And then I'll turn over to Nana. Nana,
Yes, ma'am.
this is like a child to me.
Yes, ma'am. I understand, Lady Queen Texel.
Okay. He won't harm you.
I got bacon.
Okay. You won't harm him. Like there's an agreement there.
I don't want to harm the kitty.
Oh, I know. He won't harm you if you won't harm him. That's like a thing. Anyways. If you need me, you come and get me. Okay.
Can I just shout for you in the head?
I don't know how long that. I mean, if it's still up, and
She'll try to pull you down closer.
oh,
The Miss Lady Queen Texel.
uh-huh.
Nana doesn't need any of that fancy doohickey finger wiggling shit to talk to your head. Nana can do that just fine by herself.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
what's the kitty's name?
Oliver.
Oliver. And I can feed Oliver the bacons, right?
Yes, he loves
Okay.
the bacons.
And she'll just gently pat you on the cheek. Oh, Nana, we'll be just fine. And she'll exhale some cigarettes.
Nana, I've got to get you some new. I'm gonna find you some better
You
smelling.
gotta do that wacky tobacco, because Nana needs some tam-tam.
I'm gonna find you some, Nana D.
Dan,
Yeah.
are there any infernal plants that are burned for, I don't know, medicinal
Oh,
uses?
sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Good to know. Good to know. You know what? Hey, we're in the central part of Pele, right?
I mean, I if you've done a day's travel, you're probably towards the mountain's edge.
We didn't leave because we couldn't
oh.
leave Oliver because we couldn't fly with Oliver. So we're still in Pele.
Damn. Okay. Yep.
I
Everything's fine.
So if we're still in the central part of Pele,
Mhm.
can I say, I'm going to say to the group, like, I don't really want to set up the hut right here, this close to the castle. I don't know what fucking Sultan motherfucker is going to do.
No.
Let's go find a safer place. And I'm going to go walking towards where Richard? The devil?
Oh
used to
gosh. Oh, what's
Uh,
that bug person's name?
Oh, I forget his name. It was like Richard or something like that.
I don't remember Richard.
It did not.
Did I nickname
stick.
him?
Let's see.
It was like almost a goofy name.
Mhm.
But then when you met him, you're like, oh no, it's just creepy enough to fit him.
I'd have
I'm gonna
to
go-
look. Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go back to him.
Benny?
No. That's
That
my
was
cousin
Rhea's
Benny.
cousin.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes. No, I can't remember his name, and it was
Mhm.
he's the one who made the slug thing. But
Yeah.
anyway, he's an ice devil or something, I think. But I'm gonna go track him down, or where I knew he was,
Mm-hmm.
and see if he's home. See if there's anybody in the building he previously inhabited.
Oh, okay. All right, let me check here because I would love to find their name. Let's see. Shadow
I wanna
Rot.
say-
That's right.
I wanted to say it started with an R.
I think so.
It's not Reevus.
But
But I do have a note from episode 48 that said Aga Marie Johnson. I guess I middle named you
Awesome.
And last named me.
and last named you.
At least it's Johnson.
Waka waka.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna say, because I can't find it like I'd like to, that you head back and you don't find them, but you do find their homestead still has a number of those medicinal.
Is it tossed?
Well, you find that most of it's dead with this shadow rot. Make an investigation check if you would, because they may actually have
Good at these.
safe.
Ooh! Yeah, really fucking good. A natural 20 plus a lot.
Whoo!
24.
Hey, you
not
stole
us.
your dice from me.
Still solid. In that case, wow, this is an ancient note. Okay,
Two
sorry.
ones in a row and a 20. I'm feast or famine tonight, guys.
I also have Aga Marie Johnson in my notes.
I have his note for things added to canon. So
Yeah.
I think I put it in there. So,
I had all sorts of shit. Like
Turns out that's Aga's mother.
Aga Marie.
Aga
That's my
Marie
mother's-
It's on the
Johnson.
same page as Banshee's Craw.
Oh, wow. Aga Marie Johnson. Yeah, I've got that here too. That's funny. Was it Refty? No, it doesn't sound right.
Oh, that's where we met Nobella.
Therold? Nope.
No, it's not
Ooh,
there.
I've got
I was thinking
Tassos'
Ricardo.
middle name. Ooh, Ricardo. That sounds right.
No,
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 that
that
Ricardo
was
was
on
the
the
ghost on the island.
Yeah.
It was one of them Johnson boys.
Nice.
Actually, if it had nothing to do with Axel, she would not have written it down. So
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So anyway, I guess they're not there.
Yeah.
So
24 investigation.
you do find a you sense some arcana. So after thorough investigation, the arcana in this small chest is well concealed, but with your investigation check, you find it behind like a lead safe that's slightly ajar, and it's locked. But you smell even through the chest that there is some of the more precious, and by precious I mean these exact type of herbs locked away in there that seem to still have their scent, as though they're fresh.
I'll look at the group. Does anybody have a bag of holding?
nope.
I
No,
got
sir.
Rhea, can you put this in there, and he'll quickly try and transfer it to her so she can put it in there, so it's in a pocket dimension, not where this rot crap is, and we can pull it out and deal with it later. Is there anything else in the lead safe? Any money? Any like common magic items or anything to use to communicate with hell or?
So there is something in here. It is it's sort of like Playboy, but for bug demons. So you're not really sure what you're looking at, if it's gratuitous or not, because there's just so many bug parts. But that was stuffed in there too.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah.
I met him.
Aga's gonna
the eyeball. Yeah.
thumb through it and go,
Yes.
and then he's gonna tuck it in with the rest of his books,
Nice.
and he'll go, if I see him later, that'll be useful.
Awesome.
He'll want that returned.
Are we with you, Aga?
Yeah, everybody's with me. So I'm gonna go to the front door and close it, and I'm gonna use the front lobby area as where I'd like to cast.
Wait.
And
Now
then-
that Axel knows where we're at, she wants to ask Aga. He was saving me an eyeball. I need it.
If it's anywhere, it's in that box I gave to Rhea, but we should keep it in the bag until we get away from whatever this rot is. And I'll pull open the drawer of previously organic materials for the alchemical thing he was doing, and just let her smell the rot. Don't want those eyeballs, trust me.
Probably not. But if you find me fresh ones, I would like some because it's been a while.
Good to know. And he'll ask Thaxel to move Oliver into the back rooms so that Oliver's in the building, but not in the hut. And then he will leave room for Mama D to get between the wall and the door and get out if she wants to. But then he'll set up the hut in the main foyer area.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I can ask him whatever.
I was doing a roll for Aerie. As you're setting up the hut, Aerie's just going to probably. I don't know if she's going to talk. She's going to try and get everyone in a group because she'd want to talk to Thaxel and Rhea, being aware of Vardak, and also Aga as sort of a newfound confidant. Right. Aerie here. I'd like to get the hell out of here. I like that we'll be safe under this. So she'll turn to Aga. So Vardak is really bad, and I saw him rip someone apart like a rag doll and sort of nibble on part of him and throw him aside. It's a pretty a strong mercenary, and he had no problem. It's really something that I can't get out of my head. I'm just someone to be worried about. And she's going to kind of look over at Thaxel and Rhea. Right?
Yes, actually, I was thinking this would be the perfect time to use that spell I gave you.
Oh.
If between you and Aga, we can cast it on all of us, non-detection.
Also,
then
we
can't
wouldn't
see
have
it.
to.
Oh, 'cause you
I
can't
can
see it in the hut.
cast. Well, no, I don't believe Leomund stops. Although spell effects, I don't think go through Leomund's. But Leomund's, like the hut itself, would still be detectable. But I can make Mordenkainen's private sanctum. Make an area 100 feet on each side. Spell lasts for 24 hours. You can have it have any of the... Choose any or all of the following properties, one of which is sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through its barrier. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells. Nothing can teleport in or out. Planar travel is blocked. Dark vision doesn't work, and sound doesn't pass through the barrier. So I could set it up so that we're remarkably well hidden.
When it's done and we go to leave, will we be able to? Are we going to come back out here? There's a lot of illithid there, and
Well-
Varda. She just kind of shrinks down a little bit.
We can use, once we're leaving the sanctum, that's when we can use the other spell. It lasts for 8 hours. and
Well,
it'll keep
The
us-
tree spell?
No. The
non-detection.
non-detection.
Yeah.
But what if the town's full of illithid?
She
Wait,
has
which town?
This one.
Dan, would I have encountered illithid before in hell? I mean, I know they deal with devils occasionally, but I don't know.
Make a history check,
Boy.
if you would. Yeah, because they're a little.
And while he's doing that, could I think, is seeing Vardock like that, would I have gotten the feeling that he was just, because Victoria thought that he was just scrying on us, like it was a really scary scry, but did it actually feel like he was coming towards us?
So it effectively felt like a scry, but you could
Okay.
see in the facial expression of this overpowered scry. Now that he's clearly been looking and unable to find you all because of your dealings with the deity.
Got it.
Blocking that, and when you went into this ethereal, it's like bam, found him, and you just felt that. Gotcha.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, now I'm with you. Okay.
11 plus 8 for 19 for history.
Yeah, so you're aware of 19. Okay, that's pretty good. So you are aware of illithid. You know that some are a little more powerful. They're like arcane type illithid. They're often connected via a hive mind, an elder brain rather, that controls their hive mind, and they typically swarm in cities of several hundred. If it's an established city, you might not. I don't know what you'd know of Shadowgate, where this one's from, but probably not much because it's pretty secluded.
Well, I think Ari has a point. If we have an illithid on our tail, their tactics are aggressive, especially when it comes to a city. If he knows where we are and he particularly doesn't like you all, we should probably get out of the city tonight, and we should probably use the non-detection spell.
Right. I'd rather press through the night as fast as we can.
Well, if we're going to be bringing Oliver along, I don't think we can fly. I don't think I
No.
have...
But
You
I
can't. Oh! Can you do that thing where you make things smaller?
That's what I was just looking at. I don't think I have it. I can make things faster, stop and dispel other magic. I can animate dead, set
You
traps.
can
What's the
haste
point
it.
of having a wizard?
So Oliver, being a large basilisk instead of the standard medium size, runs much faster. It's not to 20 feet. It's what are the nightmares? 60 on foot.
Think so.
Oh, you know what I could do? Well, it only lasts an hour at a time, though. I could polymorph him.
Yeah, 60
if
on
he's
foot.
willing.
So he can go 60 feet as well, Oliver. So
Oh.
if you're running on the ground anyway,
Oh,
you'll be able
okay.
to match speed. You're not the flight speed of nightmares. Much faster.
I have a question. So this little group huddle thing, is this inside the hut or because I'd like Nana to.
Nope. The hut was being cast, so you could be there.
Okay, so while they're doing that and they're having their little huddle, Nana isn't gonna see that this is something that she needs to be a part of.
Mhm.
So I want to slip away and do something while they're doing that when you get a chance.
Okay. I'll let them consider. And what have you got, Nana?
So while they're doing their thing, I still want to stay in sight range of them so they can see me,
Okay.
but I want to turn my back to them, pull the little copper hairpin from my hair, and kind of rub it between my fingers. And I'd like to cast Sending to my dear friend that I spent some time with.
Ah.
And this is my message. It's 25 words
Okay.
exactly. Forgive the intrusion, and she's using the regular voice. Forgive the intrusion and apologies for my disrespectful departure. I hope you found the note I left near my favorite place. Keep it safe, Amari.
Okay. Trying to think of
And of course, should that be a thing, she is going to be receptive to any responses.
Okay. Nothing immediately, but yes, message sent, and you may get something in the near future here.
Okay. And then she'll put the pin back and she'll turn around and she'll walk over and say, "Well, I'm all right now. What y'all doing?"
Aries,
We're trying to figure this shit out.
But nobody wants to figure about shit. I mean, it stinks.
It does. It does, Nana.
Aga
Axel-
still has 2 of his books open, and his conversation is mental.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I think we
Daxel's.
should. Oh, go ahead, Daxel.
No, go ahead.
No, you see Rhea, she's like rummaging through her bag. She's like, oh, I've got 2 intact saplings, 1 vial of anti-magic gel, a dead pixie. She's like, what is all this shit?
Oh, the pixie from the beginning.
Yeah, I still got the dead pixie.
That's
it's very
amazing.
dead. It's still very dead. What can I use this gel for? I've got a square foot of bark.
Did you say anti-magic gel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the way no?
You can look at it when we're safe at home somewhere. This is
For sure. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that was Bobby talking.
Oh, Bobby.
So
Yeah.
many
We
applications.
extracted that from a tree.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
We
a
go
long
back-
time ago.
I'll show
Can we
you
go
the
back to
bark.
that tree?
We have a couple saplings. We can grow them at home.
Oh, fuck yes, we can. I mean, that seems very exciting.
They may
All
need
right.
to be planted soon. They are looking a little bit withered.
Yeah, they're looking a little. Wait, can't Thaxel do her like druid shit?
Oh, that's right.
Just to,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
keep
yeah.
it alive.
I mean,
Revitalized
for a
those.
price.
Look at you fixing your eyebrows.
Nice.
All right.
I mean, if you want to cast in one of those favors.
Ah.
No, I know where these are. I'll just go get some more.
Hey,
Or
it was
send
dangerous.
Yeah.
Send somebody in the family to go get you some
Yeah.
more and ship
I
them.
would
Aw.
have just shared the wealth of the sapling when it was born, but I suppose I'll just go get my own sapling and not share.
I mean, whatever. I mean,
Anyway, why
instead
are
of
we
going
arguing
through
about
all
this?
that work.
Yeah. I'm not trading in a favor for that.
Aries going like from window to window, just sort of nervously looking outside.
All right.
Okay.
I think. How far are we from Ikram? How many days ride?
Oh, it's like a week.
Okay.
Yeah, about a week,
Okay.
5 days. If you're flying, it's about 5 days. If you're riding,
Should
it's
we-
about 6.
Should we ride the opposite direction where there are still trees, where he may
Yes.
not expect us to go, with non-detection up, and then go from one of those trees back home to Ikram?
Yes, but I need 8 hours of sleep so I can cast that shit again.
Hey.
Like, I'm depleted.
Hey, Dan.
Hmm.
Would I know whether or not a teleportation spell like transport via plants would be traceable? And if it is, can I cover the tracks?
You can do make an Arcana check if you would.
Oh, that's a natural 19. Not bad. Not bad. 23.
With direct contact, they'd have to know the tree, which would be giving off some arcane presence, and they'd have to be at least like a level 13 or a CR like 17, basically, and be wise in the way of Arcana to attempt to.
I mean, I'm thinking like Illithid caster is on our tail, so
Yeah,
I'm thinking
those
he'd
could
definitely be able to. Yeah. Is there any way I could cover the tracks of that, like with?
You could, the method. Executing it would take an Arcana check.
Okay.
Or check
right.
or two.
I think it's not a bad idea to head in the opposite direction we actually want to go, and then teleport through a tree, and I will try and cover our tracks as far as the teleportation goes, and it will just look like a dead-end trail.
Do we-
have trouble
do we-
finding us again.
Do we let him see that where we're going?
I feel like it's not a bad idea for us to regularly drop into the ethereal plane and check to see if he's following us.
No,
and be like,
no.
And be like, oh God, no, and then teleport in the opposite direction. I think that if you're going to leave a trail, you might as well leave one intentionally.
Can I hear this conversation, or is it still the in the head thing?
I'm doing the in the head thing because of I'm doing
Oh.
casting, and because Aerie seemed like she wanted to talk to just us. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so
that's
we can't
my my conversation is specifically with them
Gotcha.
and Aerie.
Aerie's
I
gonna
don't know
be so
if they're-
nervous she's speaking out loud. She's
Okay.
And if Marcon is sitting there, Rhea will sort of like be filling him in with like small bits, like this Illithid is following us. We're trying to figure out the best way to get home while throwing him off the trail, not dragging him home with us.
Okay, and then I won't make it obvious that you're talking to me. I'll look oblivious.
Okay.
I'm gonna go feed the kitty, and she's gonna take some bacon from her pocket, and she's gonna go try to find Oliver and like toss things so that she doesn't want to be privy to whatever it is that what is happening. So she's gonna go.
I'm sharpening my sword with a whetstone.
Yeah, and she's gonna go play with Oliver and feed him bacon.
some quality Oliver time. Yep, very much appreciates the bacon. Make an animal handling check, Nana D, if you would, just to see if
Oh,
there's.
Jesus.
Nice.
Take the wheel.
Oh,
Natural one. I got my
yes.
dice back.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
I got my dice back. There we go.
Yeah, I put mine in jail, and all of a sudden it somehow teleported the bad juju over to you.
No, you don't understand. This is my normal ass Dan.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Pretty weird and funny. It definitely happens more frequently than it should.
Can we have golf rules? For me?
All right.
That's a 1. I crit.
Lots of bacon.
Where is this? There we go.
Bacon give her advantage on the animal.
Please make a Constitution saving throw, Nana D.
Oh God.
You're tossing Oliver the bacon and is sort of snapping it up. And you're tossing it perpendicular.
14.
And you go to toss another one, and Oliver gets so excited he turns towards you to snap a bite of it, and you.
Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
So you look away just in time with your 14. And Oliver kind of, eats the bacon off the ground, looking away from you once again. But it was close. You saw into Oliver's eyes, but flashed away quickly enough.
Oh, that's real good.
That kitty is crazy, but I like it. I like you, kitty.
Nice. All right, so Aries just going to continue to nervously check everything out. But I just, yeah. So also, this Illithid is like the top Illithid, like the High Priest Illithid, and
Does she say
thinks
this out
we.
loud?
Yeah,
Like that?
yeah. She's super nervous about this because she had a very, very up and close experience in her session 0. And it thinks we took something from it, which we sort of did, but we don't have it anymore. But it doesn't know that because we made a deal.
Ari, shh.
Okay, but we've.
Okay,
We need to go, but we're
tuck in my head. No more. Okay, here's the plan. And I'm like zipping, like use that hand motion to zip Ari up, and mentally only to her. Gotcha, girl. Breathe. Okay, my plan, here's the plan. We are going to ride as far as we can tonight, and we are going to find a place. We are not crossing that ethereal plane. I don't think you newcomers understand what Vardock is capable of. We are not going in that plane. We are going to go undetected. We are going to hide our stuff, and we're gonna after I sleep, then we can bamf to Ikram. Do whatever you need to try to like throw him off the trail, but we are not crossing that ethereal plane. I swear to whatever god someone is worshiping up in this business, we are not doing it.
Thaxel, is there any way you can ride with me and get any sleep tonight on the ride? Like if Aga casts sleep on you?
Well, I've got a lot of hit points still left.
Well, I'll smack you around a little bit.
I'm glad somebody does.
Well,
you can make them go down real fast.
Yeah.
But I may like that, Rhea, so I don't think that's a really good thing.
All right, well, turn into a little wolfy poo, and a little one, not one of the big ones, which has a little less hit points, a little less sturdy.
Are we going to? Is the plan to keep moving for now? Or
I want us to move while I am asleep somehow.
Agreed.
Okay.
So we can bamf the fuck out of here. But if I'm asleep,
just turn into a turtle, and then I'll put you in my pocket, and you can sleep.
Can I not cast suggestion on her to make her go to sleep?
Just as long as we go soon, please.
I don't have any wild shapes left. Just FYI. So someone's gonna have to polymorph me.
Have we
or do
short
suggestion?
rested? Have we short rested at this point?
I don't know, Dan.
If you want to just sit down and relax in here while you discuss this for 30 minutes.
Well, we were
30
discussing in the courtyard of the Sultan's palace. We moved over to where the devil used to be. Now we're discussing in the foyer, and I searched through the house and found some stuff. And
it's sort of sitting still, like, all right, just gonna take some time. So, like, the walking about is probably what would have interrupted it.
It's fine. It's fine. Either suggest me or polymorph me, and then I will sleep as long as y'all take care of my babies.
I met my lady
That'll be fine.
Let's figure out how to make Thaxel sleep later. I'm with Ari. My nervousness is increasing the longer we're in the city. Let's get out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's going to take, if we're going to travel for 8 hours, she needs to start sleeping right away. Can we not take care of this right now?
Lady
Yes,
Queen
Nana.
Thaxel, excuse me, pardon me.
Yes, Nana.
Yes.
I would like to make a special request, and then if you don't mind.
Oh God, yes.
Sure.
And she's gonna look at you, Marcon, and arch her left brow and kind of nudge her head in Thaxel's direction. She's gonna take out this like little can, and she's gonna hold it out at you. And it's like a little tin, like a little tiny tin. And she's gonna take this like little leathery looking thing. You can't really tell. Kind of looks like a snake's tongue, but who knows? It's Nana, right? Could just be a piece of leather, right? And she's gonna swipe it across the contents of this thing, and it looks like some kind of awl, and she's gonna rub it on her lips, and she's gonna look at you, and then she's gonna pat your cheek, and she's gonna say, "Lady Queen Thaxel, you're so hot, but you need to just rest me. Maybe if you just get a good night's sleep, yeah."
Do I have to make a save or anything? Or?
I mean, if you wanna take it, you can take it.
If I'm willing.
Yeah.
Okay. I am really.
I'll take care of Oliver.
Okay. Is it better for me to just curl up on Oliver and sleep? Is that what?
Oliver's got to keep moving either way.
Yeah, Thaxel will take you. Or Thaxel. Rhea will take Thaxel, is what I was trying to say.
And and then Nana will try to ride Oliver.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not awake. I'm not going to stop her.
Yeah. Little undersized for Oliver's back and all the gear on there, but you manage.
I'm gonna, Rhea, I'm sleepy, and then fall into Rhea.
Oh God. She'll ask Marcon. Marcon, would you mind helping getting her onto the nightmare?
I'm gonna I'm gonna grab her underneath her arms and then roughly get her onto the nightmare.
Oh, just be careful. You don't want to wake her up.
Absolute no care.
My God, don't wake her up. Have to do it all again.
Can you put me up there on the kitty's back?
I'll reach over, pick up Mama D.
The little halfling's legs kind of wiggle and she gets excited. But
You were a full height, like grown like human woman, right? Before? Does your weight change with your size change? No, this is meta.
Oh, everything changes. I can be whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
So your weight changes as well. It doesn't conserve mass. Okay. All right.
No,
interesting.
yeah, I can change as long as I've seen it. I've seen the creature and it is the same kind of creature as me. Then I can let me rephrase that. I can't change into like a horse or anything like that. But as long as it's like a bipedal humanoidish, I can change into it as long as I've seen it, and I can take its voice and all of that. So all of you, she could be at any time if she wanted to. No,
not disconcerting
no reason
at
why
all.
don't worry about it. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you get. Okay.
As Aga picks her up and puts her on the he's gonna like let his hand like linger on wherever he picked her up just a little bit longer than he should.
Don't try to fill me up, young man.
And she'll mentally hear him. You're not a yokelol, are you?
He may try to talk to her, but even as he tries to push his thoughts in, you feel like a barrier. And as soon as you think the words in her direction, it's almost like glass shattering on a brick wall. Nothing passes through.
He'll say it out loud, then real quietly just to her. And he'll go, met demons who could shapeshift like that.
Not a demon. I don't think I'm a demon. And you'll see, as soon as you say that, she's going to look at you. And for the briefest moment, you'll see one of her eyes goes from the blue to a gray, but back to blue, really subtly and really quick. And she'll look at you and you can see tears welling up in her eyes. And she'll say, "Yeah, I don't think I'm a demon. But
You'd know." And he'll kind of pat her reassuringly. You'd know. And then he'll walk away.
She'll lean down and kind of try to hug on Oliver. I love you, cutie.
All right, you'll get set up in your different areas, ready to roll. Thaxel slumped over the horse, Ray's horse. Nana D on Oliver. Markon has his Koshmere nightmare. Aga with Aerie on her nightmare. Does that sound right? Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
All right, and you make haste. Well, at least Aerie does. She just takes off and begins heading in the. You're heading in which direction now? North to the trees, or
the nearest tree?
I was thinking actually northeast would be a good plan, but I'm not gonna speak for everybody. But I think northeast is probably
asleep.
best.
Try this other
Nana doesn't care. She's riding Oliver. She got her wish.
Nice.
Could we?
I'll share.
The whole area is Crestwood, right? Or is it Crestwood just the entrance to the mountains?
That whole area is Crestwood. Yeah, the mountains are up by the lake is a different area, but Crestwood is right in the base, the southern part of the mountains there.
I would say this is so meta. If you go near Crestwood, there may be a spot that is recognizable to Thaxel, just saying.
Because we've been to Crestwood, haven't we?
But not this.
Not your
particular
part.
area.
Not your part.
Yeah.
But we.
If it just
thought we
happens to
skirted
wind
around
up that
it.
way.
Yeah, I thought we skirted around it on our way to
Yeah, you
Ikram
went
the very
around it.
first time. The very
Yeah.
first time, yeah.
And to get
Okay.
the egg, you went up through there, but around Crestwood still.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, Aga, that's fine. Let's go northeast.
Okay. So you take off. Let's see. So you see flying. I mean, gosh. I really wish this other map would work so you could actually see where the stuff ends. The woods up there seem to be untouched so far. Of course, you're heading in the direction that's just across grass, but even the grass is dead up about 1 hexagon's depth from the edge of Pele's desert up is about how far past Pele it's reached at this point. But the forest up above and the grass above that is all alive still and well. And you're able to, I'm going to say with 8 hours, what was it? This is a week, so, oops, let me just do some quick math here. 1, 2, 3, 5, that's what we had. So 1, you're here. You get just outside of the desert with 8 hours of riding, and with another 8 hours, you can make it up to the forest.
But we would all, except for Thaxel, take a point of exhaustion, yes?
Yeah, because it's the next day, yeah. You'd be pushing through after a full day.
I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we want to... I'm a little concerned. I think we should teleport somewhere we know of, but doesn't implicate anybody we give a shit about. And then I think we should rest for 8 hours again, and then teleport somewhere else and try and cover our trail both times. You know, like a blind jump kind of thing.
He has time for that? I thought we were on a timetable with this phylactery.
If with teleportation, I feel like wasting 8 hours is okay, because we can immediately jump to where we're supposed to be, right? Like we could scry on.
No, it depends. I don't have scry. B, I have
You're a druid,
to know.
you can change your spells every day.
But it requires like 1,000 gold crystal ball thing, so I don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't scry, and then transport via plants. I have to know the tree that I'm entering.
And you know
Make it
something
sexual.
down. I'm in you, tree. You know an area just at the southern tip of the mountain range. You went
We
by
also
there, so you know those trees.
The Baron's home. There's trees that we teleported from, so we must be familiar with them.
I mean,
Right.
Yeah, let me-
Yeah.
That's even closer, right?
No,
I marked all those trees.
I'll mark. I'll mark on the map here because there is a place much closer to Dragonmaw because you went through the road there. So if you can see just above Dragonmaw, there's a break in the tree line where the road goes. You went right past that, or pretty close. You were right up here. As you went down here. Oh, come on, thing. Just draw already. Is Fantasy Grounds Unity out yet? Anyway, I don't know if that little circle scribble showed up on this map near the southern tip of the mountains, but that's where the trees, probably the closest set of trees that you...
That road that heads south through the forest towards Dragonmaw.
Because you went on that west to east road to get out to the Baron's Port.
I see it. Your drawing is there.
Okay,
Yeah,
good, 'cause
it
you
pops
went
up.
Oh, there
this
it is.
way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm with you.
So right here is probably
Okay.
the closest.
And how long of a ride is that from where we...
1, 2, 3.
Oh, we
about
just
3.5
went the
days.
opposite direction.
Okay. Well,
So-
yeah, but we can teleport as soon as you're awake. And you're awake now, because he said it's been 2 sets of 8 hours.
If you're riding both things through the night to get up there, then yeah. Yep.
So on the second one, you would have been awake, and you would have had just a full day of travel, and it would have been our second day.
But my
But-
question is,
Mhm.
I have a question
Mhm.
just to kind of consider as I understand that we want to make sure that we're getting where we need to be in an appropriate time frame.
Mhm.
From an out of character perspective, how are you guys handling your sleep? Is anybody going to be like 2 days strong and suffering from exhaustion,
Mhm.
or what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Thaxel.
I mean, I don't have, my character doesn't have to sleep.
Right.
Like, I do not sleep. So That's why I'm like, if you guys need to stop and get sleep, let me do the thing so you can get your full 8, because I don't have to at all.
Well,
I can't sleep.
My thought was enough of us have to sleep that it's been an 8-hour day for Thaxel now after 8 hours of sleep. So she's had a full day. She needs to sleep too now. So we teleport, hut on the road, sleep, travel down to Dragonmaw, handle the fucking Lich.
Yeah.
After we handle the fucking Lich, find a tree, teleport Ikram, get the family involved in finding out where this fucking Illithid is, handle that afterwards. Because that's probably the next step.
Well,
deal with this
yeah, I mean, we're just getting the phylactery, right? We have to go back to the Baron to deal with it.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. Like, handle the Lich. Then
And
after that,
Dragonmaw, there's something with Dragonmaw that you have, like, what was it? You have to be, like, careful with Dragonmaw.
Yeah, it's
Right.
dangerous down there.
Yeah.
A lot of dragonborn tribes and clans down there.
all I'm saying is, if I'm gonna learn to make a Drake, it's probably gonna be a Dragonmaw. Just saying.
Wow, he went there.
You know the way to Thaxel's heart.
It wasn't hard to figure out. Her heart's on her sleeve.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really
She
not.
announces it every morning.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
Every morning she's like, Aga, have you figured out how to make a Drake yet? Because I really want one.
that's true. She's building an army.
Yeah.
I will find it in the notes.
Just imagining at the end of this campaign, we have like a compound where we have like a zoo, a wizard's tower, several
Nice.
libraries, a collection of ancient artifacts. Like our little compound at the end of this campaign is going to be like a dragon's horde, and the
Awesome.
dragons are all going to be like, "Give it to me."
As long as there's a bomb ass kitchen, I'm cool.
Dan, I sent you a quick message.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's see. Probably. Well, let me. You want me to reply in here or just?
Oh, you can tell me. Yeah, I just didn't want to.
Gotcha. Probably not, because you know that you're pretty safe here in the Prime.
Okay.
As far as that
So-
goes, it was just being in that other realm that seemed to give an opening. But
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
I'll do what you guys want. If we're exhausted, though, I want at least one night's sleep. Obviously, before we go to Dragonmaw. But I will say that I know we don't want him to follow us, but I think it was us being in the ethereal plane that was the problem. And I feel very comfortable at home if it's protection that we're worried about.
Well, I'd say we start moving on the Lich. I think we've already wasted time. I thought Pele was going to be like a restock, reset, leave right away kind of thing, but I think we've wasted time doing that. So.
Right. So we didn't restock or reset. So we're just going to go straight into it.
Mine as well.
Yeah, yeah.
At this
I
point.
feel like any attempt to do it again is just going to waste more time. I think you're right.
So we'll be fine.
I'm worried.
We'll get rest eventually.
I'm worried too.
I'm worried.
What are we
I'm
worried? What do
worried.
we need? Like,
To regroup.
I mean, spend 8
I'm not-
hours sleeping.
So first, well, here's my thing. Because Thaxel was made aware of stuff, like while she was looking into whatever on her map. You have to be careful walking around Dragonmaw. You got this place that is filled with a bunch of dragonborns that are divided into these things, like these little tribes. And if we're just going to walk on in, it may as well just capture us, like they're probably going to do, and be like, hey, you look weird, and then like kill us. So I want more history on what I'm about to walk into. I don't just want to walk in there and then I'm already going to fail my mission because I'm dead.
I want things to negotiate with. Oh, go ahead, Nana.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, and she'll adjust her apron and look at you specifically, Rhea. Do you think that it would be easier for everyone to make their way through this area if they're with one of their kind?
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, maybe,
Perhaps.
but
I don't, but you got to be like specific. So a lot of Dragonborns have tails, others
Yeah.
do not. What color are their scales? What color do they hate? Like, I mean,
think Daxel and I are not talking several days of leisure here. We're talking 8
So you
hours.
want to go to
If you
Ikram,
want-
get
if
some
you want-
info, and then dip.
Get some info. Someone can get info while the rest of us are stocking up on supplies.
Aga, why
on-
don't you just send your owl over there and see what everybody's looking like? I mean, you can't really judge the
It's
culture,
Because
but
the owl will have to fly across the continent.
Oh,
and then-
fair enough.
Yeah.
I can't communicate with it when it's outside of 100 feet.
Oh, fair
so-
enough. Never mind.
besides, maybe Tassos has been looking into this. Like, I think I may have asked them to do a long ass time ago. So maybe he's found out something. We can drop off Oliver, and
Wait a minute, what are we doing with Oliver? I like Oliver.
yeah, but I can't. Like, if we need a BAMF, I love my baby, but I'd rather fly and get the hell out. And this
We don't-
way,
All right. Well,
Nothing.
let's go to
Oliver's
Ikram then.
protecting. I
Yeah.
just have a bad feeling just walking straight into Dragonmaw. I think we're
Well,
gonna die.
I think
I'm
you're
just
not
going-
wrong.
What, Nana?
I mean, don't mind me, because, I'm just little old lady, and I don't know lots of things. But I do know that no matter where you go, as long as you at least reasonably reflect what people would expect, then and you show proper respects, then I'm liking to think that folk will leave you the hells alone. So what I'm going to suggest, and do forgive me if I'm being blunt here, but Nana is not as dumb as y'all think, and I appreciate y'all, but if you give me a little information in the area that we're going, and then perhaps if you give me a little time to go be Nana and nosy Nana and give out my battle muffins, then I'm liking to think that I can probably help by making sure that we have someone that will walk with us to make things okay. And then she takes a drag of her cigarette, looks at you, Rhea, and says, but what do I know?
Nana, I think that's a great idea. I think this opportunity will give you 8 hours to spend some time in the kitchen and make battle muffins. But at the moment, we're on the other side of the continent. We can prepare and then go down and have you do a little snooping as we make our way down. If that sounds like a good
battle
plan.
muffins and snoop, right?
Yes.
Once we're a little more prepared.
Right. Our
Yeah.
kitchen is ready for you to make more battle muffins.
I mean,
I'm
you've seen their kitchen.
Oh yes, the chef there loves me, except for that one, the Johnson girl who always fucks with the settings, but then tries to, yep. And I, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Just give me books to read about the dragon folk. Then that's where you want to go while I'm baking, and I'll make sure chef stays the hell. I mean, but doesn't touch my pans.
yes. Well,
We'll tell them we're on an important mission and the kitchen
Yes.
is yours.
Yes, we're on a mission, and the battle muffins is important. And I'll even make some of them green ones you like there.
Ethan-
Yes, quick, lady Taxel.
Even better. You know what we'll do? We'll take over the cupcake den in town. We'll tell Ralphie that
get the fuck out.
to close shop for 8 hours, and you can have the entire cupcake den to make your battle muffins.
Wait, but is there servants in the cupcake den?
I
No.
will make sure there are servants in the cupcake den, or
But-
we'll just make Ralphie be your servant. He runs the cupcake den.
Oh yeah, he's a delight. You'll love him.
Is he a Johnson boy?
He's something.
He is something.
Oh, well, all right then. The Nana is down for to get down. Yes, and I'll make some shine cakes too, because I know y'all got shine now, because I made sure y'all had the good shine. I did.
Thank you, Nana. I'm gonna pat her on the head and look around to everybody else and be like, can we go the fuck home? As she like looks at Rhea, because that's Ikram's like now her home. Now,
Yeah.
let's go home.
Never been, but sure, let's go.
You'll love it.
All right. So you all land on a decision to head to Ikram. You're doing teleport via plants to Ikram?
Now I'm gonna cover our tracks.
Is that what we're doing? Right?
We just agreed.
So,
Okay.
I hope so.
okay. Well, where are we as far as trees?
You're
I didn't.
northeast of Pele.
Okay, I didn't
the
long
whole
rest. So
big ass forest.
two things.
Mhm.
One, I technically long rested, right?
Mhm.
Okay, let me
Correct.
do that.
Oh, we're long rested, you said?
No, she is. Yeah.
Well, I know that I've done would the riding and the relaxing while I'm doing that have counted for my long rest, I guess is my question.
Oh, what does the no rest come from again? Which feature?
That is my awakened mind.
Right. Well,
I know I am not. I just have to stay, like, just be. I don't have to do. What do you call it?
Meditating?
I don't have to meditate. I just have to do very light tasks, and I figured just sitting there on the horse is doing, or on the thing is a light task, wouldn't it be? 'Cause
I'm
he's
gonna
just gonna-
say for now, yeah, because the Fantasy Ground ones doesn't mention the sleep thing, but I know I've read it when we were building it up, so I'll look at that later. So for now, we'll say that you and Thaxel are the only two that have gotten rest.
Okay, I can pull it up and copy and paste it to you too.
Okay.
Um,
So I changed. Okay, so I long rested, so I will, right before I do the transport, I'm going to send a quick message through my sending stone
Mm-hmm.
to Tassos to give him a heads up
Oh,
that we're coming in hot.
Ooh, all
I'm not
right.
awakened.
This is my house. I don't even tell him.
Nice.
Well, you don't have to, but Thaxel's like, be ready.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Tassos replies almost immediately with this giddy excitement. Like, all right, I'll set up your room. I'll get our drinks ready. I'll get food for everyone. And starts listing things off. And he's like, oh, I can't wait to see you. And I'm always ready. And he's, that's the end of the message. Yeah.
Wait. Did you do that in front of the group?
Probably like behind a tree.
I posted it in the thing. It's not
Thank
awakened
you.
mind. It's aspect of the moon. Sorry.
Would my passive perception have noticed her doing this?
Ooh, that's right. What? Behind a tree. I mean, if she's out of line of sight. I'm gonna say if she's behind a tree, you probably wouldn't have been able to see it.
Okay, that's fine.
If she's intentionally hiding behind a tree, were you like intentionally, Thaxel? Like, I'm gonna do this out of sight.
Like moseying. I don't want our other people knowing that I'm talking to a stone.
Okay, so Thaxel, make a sleight of hand just to kind of be like, oh, not doing this, and we'll compare. Ray, you can either use your passive perception or you can
I got
roll.
5, so it's whatever.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Raise it.
passive at 21. Yeah.
That's so. I promise I'm minding my business.
I'm not. Yeah, Nana's not gonna do this.
I know. I just want, if I see her pulling out the stone, I know what she's doing, and
There, yeah.
I'll wait a hot minute, and I'll do it out in so that Thaxel can see her, and she'll say, Tassos, we're only in town for 8 hours, and we're not going to have a lot of time to do anything, so don't get too excited. And then she'll put her stone away.
You just hear
Rhea
shit.
Marie. Rhea Marie, do you want to go
Understood.
home?
Yeah.
I will have
middle
my
name is
hour.
Marie.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, you all get things set and ready, And as you're corralling everyone, as you only have 6 seconds to pour through this tree, the lot of you line up, and you're waiting for Oliver, sort of around behind a tree, and he's taking a pee, marking some territory, which is where we'll take our bio break. For anyone that doesn't know, of course, we take an 8 to 10 minute bio break. I'm going to make some fresh coffee, and we'll put up our Be Right Back screen, but we'll keep our audio live so you can chat with us, and we'll be back shortly. Get y'all real soon. Boop. Oh, coffee. Oh, my legs. Oh, thanks. Oh, this one's my favorite picture. It's the Ikram one. Oh, all right, phone. All right, hush. Yeah. Nope, that's great. That's a great idea.
One good thing about it being cold is that my dog does not like it, so she goes in outside to potty and comes right back inside.
Isn't that great?
Excellent.
Except for when I took mine out just now, Sammy's like barking at everything, and I'm like, what are you barking at? There's nothing out here because it's so cold.
Yeah, everything's asleep somewhere.
It's like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." And I'm like, no. Shut the fuck up.
I'm still cold though from just being out there for like 2 minutes.
I bet.
It's 40 degrees in Florida
It
right
is
now. That's
so cold.
wild. Yeah.
So cold.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Hey, we chose to live here because it's warm. Okay.
All right.
It is not as advertised. I want my money back.
So it feels like, what does it say? 24, but it's 38 here technically.
Guess where I used to live.
It feels like 32 for us, and it's 40.
I used to live in
This is
Wisconsin,
30.
Ugh.
where it was regularly negative 25.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yep. I'm still living
Yeah,
in
you know that pain.
Iowa.
It was crazy. You could walk outside with a boiling pot of water, throw it up in the air, and icicles hit the ground.
Yep.
That shit was wild.
Sorry, Dan. I sent you another message.
No problem.
Secrets don't make friends.
Secrets.
They make best friends. Yeah.
Secrets are no fun unless you share them with me.
Hey, Steph.
I'm missing
It's so
out on
funny. I saw
chat.
your tweet about Yennefer, Thaxel.
Yeah.
And the more I think about it, the more Yennefer is basically Thaxel.
They
Like-
based Yennefer off of me. That's so great.
I just thought it was really funny how
She's
it's
the
like
only. Remember, Bobby. She's the only correct choice for Geralt at the end of the day.
false.
Nope.
Hey,
I stand by it. Nope.
I
in the
am
books-
with
I will
Beyonce.
hear.
In the-
Yep. Thank you.
In the
Thank
books, in the books in the show, I will give it to you. I think that definitely Triss is annoying as shit, and Yennefer is the choice for Geralt. But
Yeah,
in
but
the
Triss-
games, they fundamentally changed Triss. In the games, Triss is caring and sweet, not obsessive and like
Yep.
stalkerish.
I
And
Still
in
wrong
my
choice.
opinion, in
Still
the
wrong
games, Triss is much better of a
Dude,
partner.
Yennefer is a bad ass.
No,
That's
she's
true.
a bad bitch, but that's the problem. She's got bad problems.
Nah,
And that
I,
whole like, oh my god, I need you to reaffirm our love because a Jinn was involved. Nah, bro, I love you.
Mm.
That's all you gotta know. That's it.
God.
That's
Is there a
it.
way to mute Aga on this?
She can't. Yeah, she can't have a little bit of insecurity. Hold on. Don't talk about her like that.
Yeah, that's rude.
I also
rude,
in the,
Aga.
It's
In the
called
games-
Dimension.
in the games I've never liked Yen because in the games she was also like totally down to like torture people. And like I feel like Geralt is one of those people where he's like, I
It
really
is
don't
Thaxel.
like to hurt people, but I will if I have to.
Mhm.
Like
It is
Geralt's like,
Thaxel.
I made
But-
all the good choices as Geralt.
but
She's all
Geralt's
of
like,
them.
if I have to, and then Yen is just like, well, he's an obstacle, just fucking murder him. Like that's how Yen feels.
Well,
bad. So for me, I
not
feel like they're,
murder.
I mean, but torture. Like I mean, I feel like there are fundamental opposites in the games, and it's
Bobby,
not like
Bobby, the body was
Sorry.
already dead when she resurrected it. It's okay.
it doesn't mean the soul can't
It doesn't.
feel,
I
bro.
mean, it doesn't. I mean, the soul's gone.
You know, all you need to know is that Aga is wrong
Yes.
and
For
Axel
sure.
and Marcon are correct.
Yep,
Well, that
for
wasn't
sure.
that wasn't Aga talking. That was all Robert.
Well,
Aga
Well,
would
you're
be
wrong.
like, "Damn,
You're wrong,
Yennefer's a
Robert.
bad bitch. I'm gonna have to kill her."
You're wrong.
y'all are
Or,
both wrong.
or
Just-
recruit her.
Nah, he doesn't trust people who are power hungry like Yen. He
Yen-
knows him.
I mean,
He knows
Yen-
himself too well.
But listen to this. Yen knows what she wants,
No, she doesn't.
and
Yes, she does.
like,
No, she doesn't.
yeah,
Not
she
in season
does.
one. Not in
She
season
totally
one.
does.
She doesn't.
She totally does.
She wants
She figures that
everything.
shit out eventually. She figures that shit out.
No. She told you. This is her quote. I want everything.
Yeah.
She knows what she wants.
That's why Aga doesn't want her on the team, yo.
Well, Aga's opinion does not count right now.
That's fair.
Awesome.
I love Yennefer and Yennefer loves Thaxel.
Yennefer is a go-getter, and we need that. We need that in everything.
See? She doesn't give a fuck.
That's right.
And she had slept with Geralt, so.
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, who hasn't Yennefer slept with? Let's just be honest.
Who hasn't Geralt slept with?
Yeah.
Toe boots with plus 5 to Owen, okay?
Well, I mean,
Geralt if Yennefer's a hoe, Geralt's a hoe too.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's her thing.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but Geralt is one for sure. Especially in them games.
I just love them.
I mean, I don't know about you, but in the first one, I collected all the cards.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the cards. Yeah. I thought about streaming the whole lineup because I played the first and second. I haven't played the third. And I'm like, if I do the third, I've got to go back and play the other two.
The third is so good.
Oh my god, the third is so long though. Holy shit.
It's very long, but it's super good.
Oh, awesome.
My favorite one my favorite saying in the one with Squirrel is when he says, I guess there's only one thing left to do, and that might have just been the thing I chose, but when he removed the things that were necessarily not necessary anymore.
Nice.
So I would like to add
nice.
that Franco, you and Rob are just wrong in your opinion.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm going to shift us back over since we're all here. I feel like this can go on for a while. So
what did Frank say? I feel like I missed it.
He said #Team Triss.
Ew!
Dude, that's I'm sorry. I promise I'll rein myself in, but that's exactly what happened to me, Frank. I missed the boat, and then I turned around. Dietrich's like, "You're a fucking idiot," and I'm like, "You're right."
I looked at Dietrich. I'm just like, Yennefer's the one for me. I'm no idiot. And I walked back to my house.
I am so glad. Okay, so Thaxel will forever call you correctly by your name.
Nice.
I'm glad we got the understanding now.
That's all it took.
Meta knowledge, Thaxel. How dare you?
For shame. All right. Thank you so much for all the gift subs, Kim. Yay! You rock.
Thank you.
Nana D sharing the love and support.
That's that
Sorry.
Nana D meta battle muffins.
Yes.
It's gifted
right.
subs.
You get a battle muffin, and you get a battle muffin. I love it.
Yes. Let me put that there. Okay, so you have all bamped through. Finally, you rein in Oliver, the basilisk, or kitty cat, as Nana D believes, and bolt through the tree to the large tree on the compound, as there aren't many in Ikram. What you got, Aga?
What do I have to roll to cover the tracks of the teleportation?
Ooh, right. So you know the spell, and it takes a lot of fancy handwork, so I'm going to say if you would first roll...
Can I bless you first? Will it help you?
Yes, I will need that, because I'm at disadvantage with exhaustion.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. So there's two things. There's speed, because there's only 6 seconds. You have to do it once it's cast, so there's only 6 seconds. And the know-how. So I'm going to ask you to do a dexterity check first, please. You can do athletics if you prefer, or you can do a straight-up dex.
I will do athletics.
Okay.
Did you mean acrobatics, though?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, because it's like you're nimble, how nimble your gestures are.
I should have just shut up.
Hey, if someone is good at Arcana, they can't help him, right? He's on his own.
Fuck's sake.
You could. Yeah. If someone else is proficient in Arcana and a spellcaster of some sort, I would say would be the two requirements.
Okay.
Would that remove the disadvantage with assistance?
Yeah.
I'm only one of those. I'm not good at Arcana at all.
Okay, well, I'm going to re-roll because I rolled both of them, but...
Thaxel, are you proficient in Arcana or anything?
That's much
Or
better.
Nana D?
You're adorable.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
my
Ari can help.
Arcana.
Oh, okay,
I
there we
have
go.
a +5 to Arcana.
Yeah, so do I, but I'm not proficient, so that's why I was like, I can't.
Yeah, I'm proficient in Arcana.
Okay.
So Nana
yeah,
D
you
or
do that.
Ari, somebody's helping.
Ari's
Yeah,
going to give
someone's
you a
helping
hand.
you.
Yep.
I'm not
Okay.
helping him. Nope, sorry. You'll have to ask me.
Ari's like, no, yes, fine, anything. Let's make sure this. You can't follow us, Aggie. You just don't even know.
All right,
so
thanks.
you actually
Now,
have advantage.
hold your hands like this. Say you mo guai guai fi me sao. That's 19 plus 3 for the bless, minus 1 for dex. So that's a 22? 21.
Okay, yep, that's successful. Between the two of you, it greatly eases the load, as it were, with the dexterous part. Go ahead and do an Arcana check with advantage, as you have Ari to assist with that too.
Okay, well that's just flat because of exhaustion.
Right.
Not bad. 18.
Okay. Yeah. As the portal closes, you can see sort of patching and repairing itself up on the Arcana front, the weavings of magic as it's sealing. So you know that it seems to have done the job properly as it seals up behind you and you bolt through the tree.
Thank you, Joaquin.
I'll say thanks, Ari. I appreciate that. I'll look around. What's this compound look like? Aga's never been here.
Oh, so basically it's like an anime compound, but like a not Mahi, what are they? Yakuza compound from an anime. But Rhea, go ahead. It's in the city of Ikram, which is like Venice. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, gosh, it's been so long since we've been home. I don't even remember. But yeah, it has a very Venice-esque look to it. It's an extremely large compound. You probably don't see the edges of it from where we are, from the tree, because the acreage is large enough. But you can see the rest of the city from the backyard, and you can see that there are like canals, and you can see the port and the ocean, and the house itself is just really big and beautiful and grand. Sorry, that was not a very good description. I have not been home in a long time.
There's a large solid stone wall, almost like a clay wall from some sort of stone that surrounds the entire perimeter that stands about maybe 8 feet tall, 10 feet tall, somewhere around there. A couple of gates. There is a stone garden full of different creatures and a couple humanoids in the front of the yard. A number of guards. Clearly mafia rough people, ruffians that are patrolling or stationed in certain areas. You bamf out of a tree that's in like the front yard, sort of near this stone statue garden. The estate, before you, several levels high. You see a couple of guards. Oh, here, get Tassos. Get the master. And another number of the other ones come pouring over to Rhea. Oh, welcome home, ma'am. How may we be assistance? Does anyone need any healing, or are you all?
Is the guard at the front gate? Please tell me he's at the front gate.
He's at the front gate.
Oh, I want to spend some time with him.
Nana D runs over there as this one addresses Rhea. Ma'am, how may I help you?
I'm sure you were relieved when Oliver was sent to us, but can he go back into his quarters for the moment and find quarters for this extremely large owl? I apologize.
No, of course, ma'am. It's just looking like what? Like
I know. We'll explain later. It's very important.
Gets a few people to help him with Oliver and the owl.
Right. And she'll look at is there anyone there that looks like relatively important enough that they would know who's at home? Like, is Valentine home? Ronan? Her father?
Yes. Let's see. So you do spot someone that's approaching now that the call's been made that you've all returned. And let me quickly get down to your section here. Okay, you wave them down, and it's one of the people that's mid-level, half-elf woman, whatever family name. Oh, hi, ma'am. Yes. How may I help you?
Who's home at the moment? Besides Tassos, I know that.
Well, your father's home, and let's see, who else was who bounced? It was, what's her name? Magdalena.
Oh, Rona? Oh, Magdalena.
Valentine and your father are home, and your brother.
All right. Thank you. I suppose just make sure that they all know we're here.
Right away, ma'am.
Let them know that it's going to be a short visit, so
Understood.
in and out.
Okay. Hustles, like extreme grabbing tennis balls, hustle back into the house. And
can I look at the group, kind of eye Ray and be like, I can find my own way around. Do I have to be here for this, or can I just kind of like go?
I would just want to know what everyone's doing. We've only got 8 hours, so.
Well, I have an important task that I need to go do, and then I would like to go shopping for some poisons.
Can you?
Rhea, it's been a hot minute. If you want me on the game.
Can I ask? Wait, I want to interject. I'm interjecting. This is me. And she's going to start jumping up and down.
Where'd you get a guard?
Just wait. For a second, I'm going to go find my friend. But before I do that, and she's going to look at you, Rhea, and say, I need to talk to you and your brother before your brother is unavoidably
Oh, don't worry. He won't be.
detained.
He won't be detained for long. It'll be.
Well, at least
she's gonna look at Paxel and say, "Well, I'm sorry, Lady Creepex, that's a damn shame. Do you want one of my blue battle muffins?"
I swear to Paylor.
It would last for like 4 or 5 hours, girl. I'm just saying.
We don't have 4 or 5 hours.
I just need an hour. We could spare a motherfucking hour.
Can I have like 2 minutes of your time, seriously? Because I need to. I promise. I promise you. I just need 2 minutes.
Yeah, of course. And
timing you.
Before you run off, if you tell us what poisons you need, we can divide and conquer. I'm sure Aga wants to do some research. Marcon, what is it that you want to do while you're here?
I've been riding for 16 hours.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh,
honestly, I just want to rest. Once I rest, everything will be fine.
I will.
You know, I'm here to do what I need to do, and I need sleep. That's about it.
I know. I'm gonna try and find a solution to that exhaustion.
And Aga will mentally to Rhea be like, also we need to talk about at some point your contact for helping me, and he'll kind of like make eye contact with her and like tap his armor.
Yeah, she'll say right, and she'll flag down a servant and say, "Can you show these gentlemen to some rooms? Aga, I'll come find you in a little bit and show you where the library is, so when you wake up, you know where to go."
Of course, ma'am.
I'm gonna keep going because time is of the essence.
Mm-hmm.
But first, Nana
I'm gonna immediately.
She's as you're walking away, Marcon. Nana's gonna wave at you and say, "Hey, psst, psst, Mr. Marcon, watch out for that Johnson girl. She's a fiery little heifer, and she likes to careful because she's a little loose heifer."
All right. Well.
Well,
Anna knows these things. I've seen and I know things.
Okay.
Yep, just watch out for that one. You don't want what she have, and you might be coming with the things that you don't want to have.
Oh, the heart is willing, Nana D, but the body is broken.
Okay, well, that's fine.
You go to sleep.
Stay broken around that.
Nice.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So those that are ready to sleep, Marcon and Aga, are led to their rooms, luxurious rooms. Everything here, the whole city is very decadent, but this compound especially so.
I would expect nothing less.
When we get to the room that we're gonna go and talk to with Nana and Rhea and her brother, Nana's gonna want to close the door and ask that everybody be escorted out besides them.
All right. Well, you all get through. I really wish I could. I'm searching frantically for the image, that hilarious image I had of Thaxel and Tassos.
There's so
in the
many. Do you want me to text you? There's so many.
That's awesome. Well, basically, Tassos, will come running out. I'm just going to have him come running out. I was going to have him, working on something outside shirtless, but it's too cold for that, so... he comes out of the...
I'm out.
Out of the front. Hat sort of tips forward against the sun, and looks around and sees, the lot of Oliver being, escorted away, Aga and Marcon in towards the house, and sees Rhea and Thaxel and starts, jogging over, but breaks into a full-on run. So much that his hat gets blown off. He doesn't care. He's just, he comes over and he has a momentary pause, not sure, who to address first. So he just kind of stops.
Don't get your sugar, young man. Don't get your sugar.
I'm so glad that you two have made it home safely, and the rest of you, of course. Good to see you again, ma'am. And leans down to Nana D and gives a nod to Marcon and Aga, of course, as he was hustling over. Looks, sort of longingly at Thaxel and then caringly at Rhea. I trust you're safe and you're both all right.
We're home. That's about as safe as we're going to be for now.
All right. Silly question. I know I'm usually a little more worried about who you were after than the two of you, but
Right. It's all right. We just need a moment of your time before you're indisposed.
A few times. All right. Yeah, of course. Shakes himself back to sound reason. Well, let's get inside. It's a bit chilly out here. We'll, and he kind of, takes his jacket off. He's like, "You need a jacket there?" And over at Thaxel.
Oh no!
Drapes it on your shoulders anyway.
I mean. Okay, yeah. And she's just gonna like that, and okay. Why don't you go take care of that, and I will be waiting. In your room, our room. Bye.
All right.
Oh, they don't make
Well.
babies.
No.
Babies.
No.
Did you know Nana's in the making the babies?
Nana, I'm watching you.
We're all together for this, right?
I think that Aga and Marcon were escorted into their bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought he greeted Aga.
He,
Okay.
He, as he was running by, he gave a nod of acknowledgement. A little more to you because he knows you, but a nod to Marcon and his profession of respect. And
Aga forgot because he was tired. But as he is leaving, he'll send a mental message to Thaxel. And I know you're going to be busy for a minute, but before Tassos leaves your room, get that bracelet that I gifted you guys from him. I came up with an idea on how to augment it even more. I think you'll like it.
I reply back, okay, you got it.
All right.
And he's going to say, all right, the rest of you fuck off. I'm going to sleep.
Nice.
Tunnel vision to my bed for sure. Tunnel vision all the way there.
Awesome. Plop.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, the two of you are able to get started right away on your rest. Tassos gives a nod. Please, Ray, catch me up. And of course I have a minute. And starts to head inside to sit down and probably in the sitting room, but it'll kind of defer to you, Ray, and see where you want to go. So that's sort of the family structure.
Yeah, the sitting room would be fine because we could just have everyone leave. So, and she'll fill him in as much as she's already told him about. She'll be very like, she'll say like the illithid that we ran into earlier has found our location. You know, like brief snippets of what's going on, so he has an idea of what's going on. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
After she gets done filling him in, while she's doing that, Nana's gonna be like tugging at the drapes to try to close anything that should give anybody any opportunity to peer in.
Okay.
If there's an ability, and she's gonna like shoo all the people to get out and like close the door, and she's gonna slowly start dragging a chair in front of the door. All while she's talking to him.
Oh. Nice. And here he'll get up. Let me just give you a hand with that, and he doesn't want to sit up for him. Yeah, they won't come in. We told them, give us some privacy. So, what can we do for you, ma'am? Let's.
She's gonna walk over to the opposite side of the room by the painting that she liked to look at.
Ooh, okay.
And she's going to face it, and after a moment, she's going to shift. And she'll take on her usual form, her normal form. And she'll turn around, and she'll put her hand on her chest, and the clothes that she's wearing is going to change. She has on a necklace and earrings, and her black hair is tied up in a bun, but the birthmark is very clear. Her right eye, I think it's her right eye, is like the same brilliant blue as Nana's, but her left eye is very gray, almost white. The sides of her like skin is tan, and she's wearing like a furry kind of top with like a gown, and she'll turn around and she'll say, I have to apologize to you, Rhea, and you, sir. There was a moment that occurred, and I wasn't able to control my thoughts, and I have failed you. It is my responsibility to make sure that I am able to maintain under all duress, and I will understand if you would like to send me back.
Tassos, look at Rhea.
I respect and appreciate that you are acknowledging that moment. I have never been in a situation that has put me under such duress, so I cannot say that I understand. But luckily, I feel like no harm was done. I do trust Agil and Ari and Thaxel, and Marcon has been working for the family for a while, and I don't think that Jinn is going to tell anyone's secrets. So,
but I have put you in danger, and that goes against the promise that I made. I wasn't protecting you.
That's not true. You're the one who died, not me. I was fine when I walked out of there.
Sounds like you did your job just fine then.
Look, we can all improve in what we do. It's just acknowledging what we do and knowing that we can get better. I think that we just have to work out the kinks on how we're working together, right? And like I said, no harm, no foul.
The man, Aga is his name?
Yes.
The one, the blue horn?
Mm-hmm. The horny one? Yeah.
Yes. Am I a demon? I'm not a demon, right? You'll see like a
Oh,
tear coming down her cheek. I don't understand what I can do. I just know that I can do it. But if I'm a demon, then maybe I'm more trouble than I'm worth. And
Oh.
if that's true, then maybe I'll cause more harm.
I can't say that I know everything, but I don't think you're a demon. And even if you are, well, I'm keeping aggro around, aren't I? Everybody has some worth.
Demon or not, sounds like you laid your life down for my sister. That means a lot, at least to me. I'm sure to her.
Did.
Well, then I won't. If you want me to leave, then I will. But if you will let me stay, then I will study harder and focus harder.
What I want is for you to not doubt yourself, because doubt is what's going to get in your mind and get you or me killed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You're good at what you do. You should be proud of that.
All right.
And sometimes we screw up, but sometimes we get a little bit power hungry and go after a gin instead of thinking it through.
Sometimes Tasso says something about running over to Thaxel and stuff, and he
Yeah.
with like subtly for you to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I won't keep
We'll
you
learn.
any longer. If you want me to stay, then I'll stay. But I want you to know that I'm sorry, and I will work harder. Please just don't send me back.
I promise I will never send you back unless you do something directly against us. And even then,
That's fair.
my vengeance isn't so easily sated.
Tassos nods emphatically, like,
Then I apologize for keeping you from
Oh,
your much needed duties. I will go find the chef. But please just don't send me back. Please, I'll promise. And if I'm a demon, then I'm sorry. I didn't know.
she'll reach out her hand and take yours. And don't say sorry. You have nothing to apologize for. And if you apologize, it makes you look like you're in the wrong. And if you're going to be here with us in this family, know the one rule in this family is we are never wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
I should just give him a smile. Well, Nana's never wrong, so I guess I can not be wrong, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, since we're right here, Tassos, Nana D has some need of the cupcake den. Do you think Ralphie could help her?
I reckon we can get Ralph up here. He seems sort of go back in a thought at the whole history behind that. Yeah.
All right. Nana D, she'll kind of look at Tassos and like look at you.
She'll shift back when you start calling her Nana.
Nana D, yeah.
Yeah.
You just make sure you make Ralphie real uncomfortable.
Oh, Nana can do that.
I'm so glad.
Oh, it's a gift, child. It is a talent.
I know. Just make sure you eye his pants and tell him that he needs to make sure he's wearing a belt. All right.
Oh, is he one of? Oh, child. Oh, you should. Yep, I can talk to him about his breeches.
You're the best.
She'll pick up a cigarette, light it, and go back over to the door and start moving the chair again.
Hey, no, don't worry about that. No, ma'am.
That's mahogany. Could you not?
Sets it down off to the side. So as she opens the door to head out, both your father and... Oops, I've got this thing open here. Both your father and Valentine are at the other side, stepping in. And Tasso sort of pauses, like, oh, I didn't know you were going to be here. And your dad's like, oh, you can go, Tassos.
Hello, young man. And she'll look up at him.
He has, like, this hardcore stare, battle-worn face, and it's one of the scariest thing, like, unknowns you've ever looked into, the dad.
Would you like a muffin? And she'll reach in her bag and pull out one of the blue battle muffins that's kind of, smeeshed, but she'll offer it to him anyway. You want a battle muffin? Look, I got a blue battle muffin. What's your name, young man?
You can head on, too. Walks past with a gentle nod to you, but heads into the room very commanding, like...
She'll just quickly scurry out and drop the battle muffin somewhere in the hall.
Awesome. So Tassos, he's in that, and being your brother, Rhea, he's sort of in that between, below you, where there's your dad and you, and he kind of gets put in that position sometimes, so he's a little, like, angsty about it still. But he's also like, well, there's Thaxel. All right. And Tassos will head out to go see Thaxel, leaving Valentine and your dad to pull up seats sort of in a triangular fashion with you around beautiful...
I'm getting Victoria is anxious. Oh my God.
Valentine sits down, but your father walks past the wide back, tall back leather chair that sits roughly opposite you in this triangular fashion, and walks around behind it and just sort of, rubs at his temple a little bit. Good to see you, dear. Actually, he's got a name for you, which is... where are my notes at? Oh, please tell me I put it in this part of the notes.
Sunflower.
Nope, but it is a flower.
Daisy.
Poppy.
I can text it to you. Yep. Poppy.
Tulip.
Poppy.
Glad to see you back, Poppy.
I was going to get it.
Sorry I missed you on the road there. You've been pretty damn busy, though, huh?
I should say so. One thing after another.
Well, update us.
Well, it's been many things. I met our elusive neighbor. I am on the hunt for a Lich's phylactery, and an illithid is after me.
He sort of has, here kind of something else different. So. Damn.
Right.
Shakes his head and looks up at one of the family portraits up here that still has your mother in it. You see that this is sort of his not that he's a nervous father, but this is one of those moments where he's just like, there's a lot going on. And Valentine, why don't you update her on what's going on here? So Valentine, let me take a quick look. So your father, half-elf, Valentine, is a human male. Also has a soldier's build and some battle-worn face. And he, sits back in his seat, crosses his leg, one leg over the other. Well, quite a bit's going on here, right? As you're aware, funds have left the house that weren't accounted for. Tassos made us aware after you made him aware. And Magdalena has left. No sign of her since.
So are we putting two and two together?
I would hate to think that my daughter could do such a thing. I'm half worried that this was her and will simply have to mete out family justice. The other half that she's been hurt or captured in an attempt to throw us off the trail. I don't suppose you found any news or heard anything on your travels?
Dan, have I heard anything? I'm looking at my notes, but they're a little sporadic. I'm so sorry.
Nope, you mainly have Tassos looking into it.
Right.
Currently, and your dad goes over to the drink cart, starts pouring everyone drinks.
Okay, good. Because she is like visibly upset because she told Tassos not to tell her father.
Nice.
No, I know everything that Tassos knows. So.
Yes. Well, that's a shame. Aside from that, we've had another storm, not quite as bad as the last, but bad. More damage to the city and the estate has been repaired. At least there's been no more dragon sightings, whatever that was. We were able to sell some parts that were scavenged from it, at least, to make some of our coin back. He looks anxiously at your dad. Comes over with the drink cups. Mm-hmm.
If you're interested in more business, I think I've made a connection.
Was that
have
so?
Either of you heard of the Baron down in Port Eslanu?
This is some shrewd businessman of some sort. Has some connections, I understand.
That he does. It's only initial connections that I've made with him, but I think it might grow into a fruitful relationship.
Right, your father starts pouring you a glass, chips some ice at the station and puts it in your cup and pours the drink. Well, that's good. Yeah. Glad to see you're out there doing such fine work for the family. There's just this is a shit ton of stuff on our plate here. But we'll deal with it as we always have, like a family.
And openly, what's going on?
I found out, a little surprised to find out Tassos already knew about this with Magdalena without telling me. Can't say I was too pleased. You know, this is important information for all of us. I'm not faint of heart. We got a problem, you let me know. He kind of, leans in as he's pouring the drink.
I had to make sure it wasn't someone you favored.
He looks over at Valentine. Right. I understand. All right. Well, listen, I think we need to organize these matters in priority. Now, what is it you think is clearly this illithid following you? Seems to be top of the list here.
It is. Well, it's kind of in line with picking up this phylactery of this lich. That is time sensitive as well. So I think it's a matter of protecting ourselves from the illithid long enough to deal with this lich problem. And then from there, dealing with the illithid.
All right. Well, we'll keep looking into Magdalena here and those missing funds. If you need any support, make sure you see the quartermaster before we leave. Get whatever you need. Take care of yourself out there.
I will. It's good to see you. It's been a little while.
You see him finally kind of take a breath and knock off the rest of that glass. And take a few steps over to you and kind of hold his arms out. All right, get up here. For like a dad hug.
Yep.
Like, like a rough
there for a dad hug.
Yeah, all right, good to see you. Kind of, he struggles with his feelings.
Yeah.
And he kind of, just has something like maybe he wants to say a concern or this and that, but, again, looks at the family portrait and your mom. And all right, well, I'm going to let you get back to work here. Make sure you keep at least Tassos informed there. And we find
Thank you.
anything about these missing funds, I'll make sure to inform you.
All right. And next time in town, when I have a few minutes,
Well,
we need to talk about Joaquin.
all right. You want to make time now, or are you in a rush?
She'll look at Valentine and say, "Could you just give us one moment?"
Oh, yeah, of course, yes. Kind of, be in his own mind anyway and head out of the room and close the door behind it. Your dad pulls up a seat finally and scoots it like directly across from you. There's a table in between with your drinks on it.
She'll stand and then just let her wings go and not say anything.
Oh, I gotta roll for that. He again looks over at the portrait of your mother. Well, I thought this wasn't going to happen. So what do you know? He sits way back in his seat.
Only what some, I don't know, strange angelic creature whispers to me in my dreams, which is not a lot. So.
So, you see, he does not have any idea how to broach this.
Yeah.
So, your mother, well, you see, well, you know how, of course, you could say that we're favored by Joaquin.
We're followers. We're devout followers.
Right. Oh. Your mother was, you actually see with the roll he had, you see his hand with a very slight tremble as he's sort of covering his mouth subconsciously. Your mother was more than just a follower. Part of the reason that we are where we are is that we've always been devout. We've always pursued Joaquin's tenets. And I like to think that Joaquin has always looked favorably upon us Davenstars. It would seem that Joaquin seemed fit to choose your mother to be more than just a follower, as she seemed to see fit to do the same with you. Just avoiding eye contact, just a glance every so often.
Well, fuck. All right.
I don't know. I believe the technical term is an Asimar. I thought maybe you got your complexion and your eyes and all just from your mother, but that is one of the traits. Noticing sort of more of a glow to your skin and the solid eyes now.
Mm-hmm.
Your brother always talked about what she called a diva, that would was sort of a guide like that, and come and speak to her in her dreams, or she used to complain a lot of very indirect dreams, visions, and abstract nonsense. Used to drive her crazy.
Yeah, that checks out. It's just, I don't know. Mom was a good woman.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, a lot of our what we have here today was forged by your mother as much as me. She's we look out for family. She did the same. Sometimes that meant getting our hands dirty. I think she would understand the work that you do. She did much of it herself. Looks over at the photo again, but can't stand to look at it for longer than a second. I know I haven't done you any justice by not telling you much about your mother since, well, you know. All right, well, listen. You need to be extra careful with who you share this with. And he'll get serious and pull this out because this is driving me crazy. You need to be serious with who you share that with. You see, there's more to your mother's death than what I've shared.
Well, I didn't think she was taken by bandits, but yeah. Okay.
A large part of that was due to what she was.
You're right. I should have known about this sooner because I haven't been careful.
You seem just really, probably, nervous in his own way. Covered up by a bunch of layers of, whatever bravado and Right. All right. Listen, next time you're here, I will share everything about your mother. It's it'll be a long talk, and want some time to process, I think. Just for now, be careful. Take care of the skeleton on your back. Careful who you share this, what you are with, and just be safe. All right. I can't lose you. He takes another swig of his freshly poured glass. Now uncomfortable with himself.
No, you can't because Tassos wouldn't be able to do my job.
Nope, you're, yeah, he kind of chuckles. Nope. Well, so I've got some matters to attend to. I know you do too. And kind of shambles up. Right. Well, all right, and comes over for sort of another awkward dad hug, like.
All right. Thanks.
Right.
I'll keep you guys informed. I'm gonna go to the shop, and then I'm gonna go to the temple and see if they can't, I don't know, fix me up because I'm exhausted, but I don't have time to sleep.
All right. Yeah, you look like you can need some rest.
No time.
This is brashly, yeah.
Trying to run an empire.
Right, yeah.
Right.
All right, and he goes and opens the door for you. And
As soon as you guys open the door, you could hear Nana down the hall. Oh no! No, you leave those! Give me back my apron! You Johnson girl, you get over here! I need to make these muffins now. You give me my tins.
Nice. You hear an exasperated sigh from the kitchen. Give us some space. You can use those ovens again. All right. Over with Tassos and Thaxel. Thaxel being moderately rested. You'll still need some rest, but you have your Tassos Thaxel. Yeah, you know what? He's before getting freaky and everything. He'll be, just. I am so glad to see you. He's just gonna sit down and swiggle over as close as he can to you. You're a little bit taller than he is and stuff. He's just like kind of hands on your thigh and then looking you in the eyes. Like, I'm so glad you made it back here. I mean, obviously you'd make it back here, but I'm just glad you're here. I don't know about you, but that time we spent elsewhere, wherever that was, has really been on my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she's gonna. Well, it's not an uncomfortable thing, but like she's torn between like the feelings they had in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And reality, trying to separate the two, but not really wanting to separate the two. So it's like an internal conflict going on with her.
He's sort of trying to read your face and also making some similar faces. Like, yeah, it's I'm just glad you're here. It's just, I guess I'm just trying to say it's been a little extra difficult the time apart.
Yeah, you didn't tell me bye.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Oh my God, I'm kidding. I'm just making things worse. It's what I do.
He chuckles a little now. Oh, well, he kind of reaches out, shoulders and tricep bulging in his flannel shirt. He's up to your shoulders. Well, you're here now. I know you don't have much time, but we've always been pretty good about showing how we feel. Maybe more so than talking about it. So then he kind of tries to scoops you up off the bed and I don't know, walks you around elsewhere, somewhere else, less common in the room. And, oh no, he's definitely going to do like a wall pin and kind of bring you over to the wall.
Yes, that's totally fine. Right when he does that, though, she's going to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah. He's got his hands under your legs. Like,
before I forget.
Right.
Do you still have... I looked down at his wrist to see if he has the bracelet.
He does.
He's wearing the bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
So, my friends, the little horny, bluish, purplish guy. More blue than purple, but he looks like purple in the sun, whatever. He wanted our bracelets back so he could, like, do some more stuff to it. I don't know exactly, but he wanted them back to make them fancier.
I suppose I hate to part with it. It's sort of been one of the things that's been held me out while you're gone, just looking to see which direction you're in.
I know.
But,
how about this? Because Aga's sleeping right now, and I think if I woke him up at this point, no, it wouldn't work. So if this can be done and like before we leave, then let's do it. But if not, when we come back and have more time to do whatever, because I don't want to take off.
He gives like just a very heartfelt smile with a little glaze of water over the eyes.
Oh no.
All right. And he drops down from some of the more aggressive passion to like a softer passion for a minute to give you a nice welcome back kissy.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then we'll segue into that whilst all the other stuff is cooking.
Wait, we're not going to go into detail?
Nice.
I'm so kidding. Dear, I do, after, if we can segue, like, after
Mhm.
that,
Uh-huh.
as
Sure.
we're post that,
Mhm.
bring up Dragonmaw
Ah, okay.
to him.
So let me get Aga, are you sleeping then? Are you getting your full rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was aiming for a full long rest, but
Okay.
if somebody wakes me up, he's not gonna be like, "No, go fuck off."
Nice. Okay, it sounds like you'll be left to rest. I'm gonna do it in the combat track in a minute. I think Barkon's getting full night rest. Nana D, are you don't need any rest. You're in the kitchen, right, for this 8-hour period? Is there anything else you're doing aside from like?
There is something that I would like to do during this time.
Okay.
Once everybody starts getting, like, she's gonna bark out orders because by this time I think they are familiar with what she wants. And,
Yeah.
so she's gonna sit down next to, like, in a quiet place and
Mhm.
take out the book.
Oh. Okay.
And she's gonna open it up, and she's going to read a little and see if she can, like, while she's reading, she's going to try to, she doesn't really understand what the book is about or what it's for. She just knows that she is curious, and the more that she starts to read and pay attention to it, she's also thinking about that special place that she liked to hang out in, and the thing that she, and so she's going to try to I don't know, take a few minutes to just relax and open her mind up for whatever.
Okay, nice. Let's see. Make it just a wisdom. Wisdom save, please. Okay.
18.
And then just a straight wisdom check next, if you would, please. Okay. You open your mind and you find that while you've tried this in the past a number of times, and you have that just on the edge of your mind connection that fails. This time, there is an airy voice, which feels like that entity, creature, or whatever that you've connected with briefly. It's you. You've reached out again.
She'll just lean forward and, in her mind, not so much out loud. Who are you?
I am, and it makes this garbled, breathy sound. Do you know deep speech?
I believe she knows Undercommon. I gotta find it again. Hold on, let me look.
It would be under
knows
abilities.
Undercommon.
Okay.
Yeah, she has Undercommon, Halfling, Elvish, and Common.
Okay. So this sounds like a garbled breath of wind, basically, the name. And you?
Hi, Mari?
And Mari.
No, Mari.
Mari.
Deirdre? I have so many names, I don't...
I see. You change.
Yes. Am I a demon?
You hear it sort of have some breathy sounds again. No. You are An incredible creature. Not demon. I sense you are far. Where are you?
She'll pause and try to remember the name, and she'll just
Ikram.
start. Yeah, she'll. I mean, and Ikram?
Of course.
Where are you?
Make. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Where are you?
I'm gonna have to do a roll. Make a persuasion check, if you would.
Oh, this is gonna be glorious. 25.
Damn. Okay. Far underground. Shadowgate. Make a perception check, if you would.
12.
Okay.
I don't. I know the. I know the asylum. I know it. The cottage. Is that far? She'll say all the places that she's traveled.
Okay. Now you feel this, on the other end is sort of not just listening, but trying to almost like access those locations in your mind. Is that something that you're going to allow or something that you're going to block?
She will let it happen.
Okay.
She's totally trusting this.
Okay. No, not the asylum. You should never have been in such a place. Not here. Not there. There's Ikram. There you are. And you hear just a long pause. I must go, but we will talk again very soon.
What about the one in the box? Is that you? Are you from the box?
That was my form. I am now only thought with the Elder Brain.
Can I save you?
This is a new existence. I do not mind it. And you feel it's growing distant. Soon, Maury. Soon. And it disconnects.
She'll just sit there, kind of not really sure. She takes out the tentacle wand that she was given, the tentacle rod, and she'll put it on top of the book and kind of finger it for a minute. And then she'll finger the rod. And she'll start to think back about her time at the asylum. And then she'll think about that night and try to see if that voice that she just heard is the same voice that the woman used that came to her.
This appears to be different. This is an altogether new voice. Mm-hmm. All right.
She'll close the book and put the tentacle rod back away.
Okay.
Stand up and say, "All right, who's ready for some battle muffins?"
Nice. All right. I'll rewind a little bit of time and see. Rhea, is there anything that you wanted to do in that interim before the end of the 8-hour sleepy time?
Yeah. We can do the list. She got a list from everybody of what they wanted from the store, so we can knock that out like later off stream, whatever makes it fast.
Okay.
And then she would have wanted to try and go to the temple of Joaquin to pay her respects, but also see if anyone there, if any of the clerics could cast greater restoration on her so that she would not have to sleep.
Okay. Yes. I mean, with the entire town virtually worshiping Joaquin, there'll definitely be some high-ranking people here.
Okay.
So they're able to cast that. Of course, ma'am, and they have their little Gregorian chants as they cast greater restoration for you.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. And then the only other thing that she'd want to do, and we don't have to RP it, just making it canon, that she would, if she had time, she would probably swing by to see Rafferty, just since they're not going to have time to actually like hang out.
Okay.
Probably just go see him before she leaves.
Nice. Yeah, you do. You have a nice fun hangout sesh. You're able to, chat about whatever you'd like to or feel comfortable chatting about. And he just kind of, raises your spirits a bit, I imagine. He's just being himself. And asks on Demalagus and such. And
Yeah. She'll be a little bit melancholy because she knows that it's going to be quite a while before she is going to see him again. And she had hoped that they would have a fun party the next time they came, but clearly it wasn't.
All right.
That's all she would do. I can give you a list of what everyone told me to buy for them.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Separately,
Yeah,
so that way we can just do it after. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Thaxley, what were you going to do at the end? First, so you've got these 8 hours, right? How long do you want to spend on matters at hand, so to speak?
Oh, that? Like an hour.
Okay.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. How much stamina do we have?
I don't know. Given your history with Tassos, I'd say plenty.
I mean,
all night, yo.
all night long. I mean, enough, but not like a full 8 hours because, like, I need to sleep.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's be honest. I need to recharge. I would say in the middle, like, for breaking, like after round 2, 3, whatever we're on.
Okay. Swiping some sweat away. Yep.
Yeah.
20 minutes is good enough. There you go. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I Ozzy said 20 minutes. I forgot to mute him. Sorry.
Nice.
No. Yeah, she's gonna like do one of those like she's on her side, like propped up on her elbow type thing. A couple of things. So,
right.
Have you? We found the location. I don't remember if I told you, but we found the location to Reevus's phylactery in Dragonmaw.
Good.
I've been told to be cautious of Dragonmaw. Do you know anything that could help us get in, get out, and fuck shit up after we leave?
You want to find, you want to dress plenty warm, of course. I'm sure we can, he kind of looks around the room. I have a map here somewhere of, it's a little bit outdated, but I think it'll get you through past most of the clans. And he kind of gets a little information from you about where exactly you're headed. He's like, yeah, I think, maybe a clan or two you're not going to be able to avoid, but try and follow, I'll find your group.
Yeah, just like culture, whatever I need to do not to offend. I don't want to die before I get that.
Right.
book?
Well, be direct. Dragonborn, in general, the ones down from the tribes that I've most of the interactions have been fighting. So be direct. Sarcasm isn't really something they typically get. They do appreciate folks for their skills, so if you're particularly good at something, lead with that. They will have a little more respect for you if you can say, well, I'm really good at, fighting or this or that or anything specific. They value that.
Okay.
Don't make any threats you're not prepared to take action on right on the spot, because there isn't much room for leaping there. They just, you say you're going to do something, they figure you're going to do it, and they act in kind.
Okay. I think the map and what you told me would be good enough. We don't have to go in looking like one, right? Like, we should not do that, because I think Nana wanted to try to she could change and shit.
Oh, right. Well, unless you're very familiar with their culture, I would not recommend it. Very different from life here's clan life, and they are a lot about their territory and keeping others out of it. They don't really like folk that aren't Dragonborn.
Okay, this is going to be fun. Okay. I just want this over. I've been doing this for way too fucking long. Let's see.
Sort of dreamily looking at you as you chat.
Hello. There's just so much we need to catch up on, and
I hope you're able to make some time to stop in proper after you tackle whatever this is.
I promise we will. But I think what I would like to do, if you're up for it, two things. First one would be this new thing I want to try, probably over on that side of the room. Kind of moving on back to this side of the room. And then the second thing would be, once this is all done, and I have destroyed, not just you, but destroyed
Nice.
Gregor, Reevus.
Oh, right.
I think there's another person on my list. Nobella. Keep your eye out for that bitch. She's on my list too.
Oh. Okay.
I want to take you back to where I came from, and yeah, we can figure it out later. Like she just kind of trails off because she's like dude. Anyways.
I would love that. I have it's a little embarrassing, and I don't want to tell you much now, but I do have a little project I'm working on for you. I think you might appreciate. So next time it comes through, I'll share some of that with you. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
You're working on something for me?
Yeah. It's something for you, and it has something to do with maps, since that's one of the first things that we kind of had in common. And I don't know, it's a little silly, but I'm hoping you'll like it.
Okay, I'm gonna come running straight back when we're done.
All right.
Okay.
He leans in for a kiss and leans back and says, all right, now, do I get to be on top or do I get to be on bottom?
Well, you'll see.
All right. Mystery.
You just hear this big old yeah!
Nice. Which that half of the house has become accustomed to, I think, by now. So
maybe.
Awesome.
Maybe.
All right. So I'm going to, just to land on a beat here, I'm going to say everyone's able to get the rest that they need. The morning is able to come around. And if you all does anyone have anything they're going to do before they leave in the morning, I should say?
I do have a couple things that I want to do.
Okay.
I want to send the message again, the same message.
Okay.
And then I want to I want to write 2 notes.
Okay.
And in the same so one of them is going to be in my book. I'm going to write but I want to do it all in illusory script.
Okay.
So for all intents and purposes, this is going to look like scribbly scrub.
Nice.
But, I want to start making a list. So I'm going to have on that 2 columns, nice things and bad things. So, and then on that list, I'm going to put, tried to touch my mind, and I'll put, and then I'll put Aga's name, tried to hit me with a sword, and then I'll put Markham's name. So all the negative things that everybody's done towards her, I'm going to start keeping a list. And all of the nice things that everybody's done, I'm going to start keeping a list. So
Don't forget Aga tried to put you to sleep with magic.
Oh no, yeah, she's gonna put all of that down. All of the evil, all of the mean things that people have said or done, she's gonna start tallying it up.
The only
And all of
reason I
them-
was gonna knock you out was because we had to move.
Yeah, but see, also in that same list, on that same list, like on the good list, she's going to put saved my life, and then I'm gonna put 2 big stars. Did not actually hit me, 1 star.
Nice.
Can make dead things not so dead, but still dead, 2 stars.
Nice.
And then,
Is 5 stars a free battle muffin?
but she's also going to put in big bold letters at the very top of the bad list, called me a demon, and then she's going to put like these skull things, and then I'm going to start to like try to draw certain things around Aga's name on a different page.
Okay.
So, and then, but if anybody were to obviously try to read it, it's just another recipe for some weird battle muffin. But then I'm going to write another letter, and I'm going to put it in, I also want to do an illusory script to Aga. But I'm not going to disclose what it says just yet.
Okay.
I'll send it to you. And then I'm going to put on there, like I'm going to, after she gets done writing it, she's going to ask the staff for like a thing or a thing so that she can put the wax seal on it. And then she's going to write on there, in case I die.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice, hi, just Ozzy. Okay, all right. So you get all that, worked up. Anyone else have anything before heading out? Nope. Okay.
Oh wait, real quick. I had to check with Ray to see if my stuff came in.
Same.
Oh,
She knows what I'm talking
yeah.
about.
I will tell you after Dan. I haven't sent anything to Dan yet because I figure we're going to do it off stream. So I'll
Okay,
tell you guys
that
what
works.
you get when we're.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Anything else, Aga? Oh.
It's a long list. Sorry, guys.
I had the same plan
okay.
as Marcon, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thaxel?
She's gonna just say goodbye, but not goodbye. Oh,
okay.
she's not gonna take the bracelet just yet.
Mhm.
She's gonna wait until they come back, but she'll tell Aga that later.
Okay.
And try to, if this is in the morning, I think she's gonna try to right? Is this in the morning?
It's in the morning. Yeah, we'll say it's
Okay.
right there. Yeah.
She's gonna kind of do what Tasso did back in Pele, like place a kiss on his forehead, and then try and like not say goodbye and
Okay.
leave because it's too hard.
Becoming your thing. Okay, that's so sweet. He had extra snuggles while you were sleeping. He was like holding tight. That's wonderful. Then, so you do that, and you sneak out. You'll all find Aerie waiting outside, and she's just gonna be like, I missed word from my family that I work for in Stonehearth, and I'm just gonna need a little. I hate to leave you in the lurch, but this sounds serious, and I need to get there just to check on things. If things are fine, I will rejoin you. I will let you know either way, but I really have to go see to this, and I will join you as soon as I can. I promise.
Promise you we'll cast that spell
Yes.
twice a day.
Yes, I'm not letting that thing. No, never again. No.
Are you going to be traveling alone, Eric?
Ray's family's been nice enough to offer me some, I mean, I can handle myself anyway, but, it can't hurt to have extra protection. As long as I can stay out of sight of Vardock, I think I'll be all right. But I have some guards to go with me. Thank you, Raya.
Of course.
All right. I be sure to, message, and if I find anything, she'll kind of, look over to Aga. Any new information, I'm definitely going to let you know right away with a message. Thank you, everyone. I will catch you soon. I will. I'll see you soon, like she's reassuring herself.
Rhea will give her a hug
Oh,
before she goes.
Yeah.
Pat her on the head.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know her that well, so I'm just gonna be
Nice.
yeah.
Just like. Nice.
Nana's gonna offer her some freshly baked battle muffins,
Okay.
and she's gonna hold out 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna say, "This one here, and it's green, and it's got a skull on it with a cherry on top. This one you don't eat. This one you give to somebody who you don't like.
Excellent.
Don't eat it. It's very dangerous. Okay." and then this one, and it's black, and it looks like it has like similar to the Sam, like a elephant like thing on top. And it's black, and she'll hand it to her, and she'll say, "And now this one, and if you feel really stressed out, you should eat it. I should tell you that it has the whiskeys and the shine mixed in it. It's really yummy. So
Right,
only
definitely
if
takes that one.
relax. Only if you need to relax." And then this one, and she'll pull out another one, and it's pink with like little like funfetti like sprinkles.
Okay.
And on top of it is like a smaller, much smaller version of Oliver on it.
Nice.
And this one is the kitty. And if you start to missing anybody, you eat this. It tastes like nanas, because nanas are good for you. And you remember that everybody that you know here cares about you, and that you be safe. Okay.
Okay. That's sweet.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. I don't know you, and I hope that if we know each other, that you'll. I don't know. Do we like her? I think we like you. So, then will you be safe? And remember, don't eat the green one. It's very bad.
Okay. I think we like you too. Like, she's not looking at the party, but like this, as she often does, talking to herself off to the side. Yeah. Thank you.
She'll look to her side and then look back. Peepaw likes you too.
Oh, good. She looks next to you. All right. Bye, everyone. And she's gonna get on a horse. Get on a horse and ride. No. She heads out. I'm going to scooch ahead just a little bit. So you're all teleporting down to the tree next? Oh, sorry, Marcon. Oh, you were just waving, or did you have something you wanted to...
No, I was just waving.
Okay, cool. I caught it too late out of the corner of my eye. Thaxel, is that just a bamf down there?
We've been down that circle area, right?
Yes,
before?
correct.
Yeah, as long as if I marked that tree, we are bamfing via plants.
Okay.
Do you not gonna go through this tree thing again?
We are going through this tree thing again. Am I taking the owl with me?
That's entirely up to you. It sounds like you're leaving Oliver, and you're welcome to leave the owl. The owl's been getting bigger. It's not quite mount size yet, but it's getting a little too big for you to carry on your shoulders.
Can it attack?
I mean, it could, but it doesn't look like it has a bunch of health yet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let it grow up a little bit more.
Okay.
And
So you leave it in the compound. Yeah. One of the people over the kennel area is like, right, I suppose I'm going to aviary now. All right, fine. We'll make it work. All right.
Great. Thanks. And if any harm comes to my babies, whatever.
Yeah, nice to use.
Bamf.
Okay, bamf. You bamf out there, and I'm going to zip you a little bit as well. You make your way down through that path uneventful with 3 rolls, so great work. It's, I think, 3.5 days. You get 3 whole days. Let me give you all a full rest in Fantasy Grounds, so I do not forget that, so you'll get healed up.
That's with the bamf?
This is after the map. It's 3.5 days down to where you saw from the Gynosphinx, where that was, where the phylactery was. You make it a full 3 days, so you get 3 nights rest, and on the final day of travel, you're heading through the snow. It's cold, and I hate to skip by this part. Obviously, it's very cold. There's a bit of a snowstorm that's come through, and the snow has picked up. Visibility's down a fair bit. You can see about 20 feet in front of you, 25. If everyone can make a perception check with disadvantage, please.
Rude.
The wind is howling. There's a definite chill. Of course, Aga, you're slightly accustomed to that.
Wind's howling. All right, Geralt.
The wind's howling.
Oh.
Piece of filth.
11.
You said a disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually not bad for me.
Okay. Sorry. So Thaxel, you
I got a really good.
21.
Wow. Damn. Rhea.
24.
Jeez. Nana Dean?
Disadvantage. Yeah, I rolled 13
That's
and
amazing.
15.
God damn.
Can I get distracted by making a snowman? I've yet to make a snowman.
Absolutely. Yep. Yep. You're looking and you're like, you start with little snowballs. You're looking and you start rolling it. Before you know it, it's like the whole base of a snowman. Then you get into it. Before you set off on the third day. Aga, it was.
I got a 15.
Nice. Okay. And Marton?
Dirty 20.
Nice. Okay. So you all hear the sound of what the heck is the term? Whatever. Horses galloping. And they're sort of now making a bit of a circle around you. One cuts through the snow, still like just on the edge of your range, 25 feet or so, and slows down to a trot. This 7-foot tall dragonborn sits atop it, white scales, and says in Draconic, "Halt! You..." Oops, move to my notes. "You encroach upon Runecleave. This is Clan Thaxil Molk's territory. Who are you to trespass?" Does anyone speak Draconic in the party? Me. Neat. So, of note, Thaxil. It's Thaxil. It's spelled differently, of course, but a similar sound. This is Thaczil. Thaxil Molk, and seems to be completely unaffected by the snow, and it's just towering. It's this huge horse with this huge dragonborn on the back of it, just sort of looking down as you see another 4 kind of come out from different directions and trot into the come slow down to trots, and not aggressively, but warily approaching. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Nice.
Yay!
Whew. All right, we made it. We
Yeah, just barely.
Nice. All right.
I was sitting at 4 hit points for half tonight's session.
Oh my gosh!
It's fine.
Yikes.
It's fine.
I'm still amazed that what are we, level 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still amazed. I'm still amazed that meteor storm didn't just straight up kill us all.
Oh my gosh, for real. There were a lot of low rolls in that. I was like, wow.
Oh, those
okay.
are low rolls. Oh, okay.
They're like 1 to 3 was prominent. I'm like, oh,
Fair
okay.
Fair enough.
Awesome. Well, I'm psyched. You all made it. Plenty of RP. You made it all over the place, seemingly, hiding your tracks. For the most part, of course, D&D may have had a side thing that may have done some of that for Ikram.
What are you talking about? I'm innocent.
We gotta kill her.
But you guys have. I mean, admittedly, if you guys had counted her in on the conversation instead of hit it for her,
That's right.
if you guys would have trusted her enough, at least Rhea should have trusted her enough to include her on the conversation. But for all intents and purposes, you guys left her out of the conversation. Why wouldn't she?
She would know.
Yeah, she didn't know. She had no idea. You guys left her out on purpose.
Awesome. It makes for all the more fun. Yes.
Yeah. But you don't even know if it's the same thing. That's all I'm saying. You don't know if it's the same thing or if it's something totally different.
Awesome. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Woohoo! Yeah. But for now, you've all made it down to Dragonmaw, which is exciting, and this little town here, or seemingly a town nearby of Runecleave, with this clan called, what was it? Thaxiel. Where are you? Thaxiel Mulk. And we're going to go from there. You're half a day max away from probably, so 4 hours away from the phylactery. And finally, getting it back to get Reevus and tackling some stuff. I'm psyched. Yeah.
I can't wait to see if there's any response to the things.
Oh, yeah.
She spent. I'm super excited for that. Because she slipped in that response because she was thinking of the situation.
Oh,
She was thinking of things because she saw the interaction that how hyped she saw how hyped, super hyped that Thaxel was about returning home and remembering that she had a connection there, and so she slipped and didn't say Nana. That's why she said what she said.
That's so great. Sorry, I'll try and wrap it up. I know it's extra late. Thank you, players and viewers, for staying late tonight to hit that beat. This has been Kyr's Lament, our all evil campaign. We definitely have some fun evil stuff tonight, I think, sprinkled in there. You can catch us every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Then we have Friday night, which is our Stormfall campaign, also 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. That's sort of our extra drama campaign, good aligned. And then we have Sunday nights, which is DM'd by Victoria here. That is Obsidian Scar. Yeah, and it's super fun. There's sort of exploratory, and there's a lot of things going on in the background, conspiracy theories, a lot of fun stuff. Tabaxi. And also 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern every Sunday. And then now we have every Monday night. Steph's still in here. It's DM'd by Steph. The Forsaken. And that's every Monday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. I don't have a cool, quick quip about what that's about yet. We need a few more sessions. We just had a premiere yesterday. So, all right. Have a great night, everyone. And if you've missed any episodes and you want to catch up on them, you can check out our YouTube. Feel free to subscribe and stay up to date with all our goodies. We'll catch you all soon. Have a fantastic night, everyone. You all rock. Bye.
Good night. Bye.